All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's what is it? Arc 2, Episode 2. Did we decide on that?
Yep.
I thought we said we were going
tweeted.
with Chark.
I tweeted it, so
Oh.
it's Arc 2, Episode 2.
Well, I like Cheese's thing. It's Chark.
I believe it's Mark 2, Episode 2.
Oh, I think that's what it is, honestly.
All right, well, thanks for coming, everybody. It's been a great night. See you all next week. Hi, Bump. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Darth. You're here, but hi.
Hi.
Hope y'all had a great week. We are, I think, gonna jump in here. This is a legendary stream because I think it's the first time we've ever gone live relatively close to on time, which is pretty cool. Oh, I should put some music on.
I do think it was the closest we've gotten.
Yeah. Let's do Skyrim.
Success.
I always like the Skyrim.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love a good Skyrim soundtrack?
Well, oh boy, we don't have Kenku. Kenku died.
Oh no. Poor Ken.
Rip Kenku.
Kenku, no!
Oh, now Kenku's real big. Okay, hang on. Get in here, Kenku.
Kenku, yes!
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Anyway, we're gonna jump back in and do some more D&D. Hopefully, everybody's ready and excited, like I am, and more prepared than I am because I don't know what we're doing. So it's gonna be interesting. Do you guys know what you're doing?
Stuff?
What?
Nope.
I was gonna say I don't know about prepared, but we are
I was
excited.
relying on you.
Oh. All right. So last week, and it's a good thing we just had this conversation because I needed a recap and we all kind of helped each other recap to figure out where we were last week. So this week, we will be starting off after last week's... You know what? Hang on. Let me back that up. So last week, we resumed with the beginning of Arc 2. We came in from running away from a battle with a demigod named Bane, who is resurrecting undead and who is himself resurrected and then began resurrecting more undead. The Lord of Souls teleported the party away, except for Mwanza, who ran on his own through the forest, chased by a Dark Rider who was summoned by Bane. They all safely arrived at the Temple of the Radiant Dawn, which I was using the wrong name, so I'm correcting it now. The Temple of the Radiant Dawn. And inside, Mwanza renounced his former paladin oath, made a new oath, and drew the legendary Justice Sword of Dawn, which is why he now has that cool background you see there.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. You do you. I still got to recap. Okay, so anyway, then they started looking through this temple, found an ancient map, did some translating, and found that there are 2 locations for other similar artifacts that they need to go hunt down relative to other gods. And then Maddie, I wanted to say motion. Stop myself. Maddie hopped on Menry and took a flight up across Sternshield to, started in Deadham, found that the undead legions of Bane had pretty much taken over the town, which, by the way, still potentially houses our friends, the Glowbuns, and Melinda, who was hurt badly and, staying behind to recover when we went off to fight the hag who summoned Bane. Then she took Menry over to Sternshield Keep to warn the Baron, who we found was tragically killed with his entire family when the castle collapsed into gigantic sinkholes in the ground. Those 2 events possibly related, possibly not. Anyway, she then flies back to warn the rest of the party, and they are ambushed by a group of undead sent to find them by Bane. The party handily defeats them when Monza's sword just explodes all the undead. And that is where we left off, with the rest of the party packing up, getting ready to leave, and Micah, there's too many M names. Micah taking a short rest on Menry as they kind of get ready to head out. So you can't take a long rest because that requires 6 hours of sleep, but you can take a short rest and use some hit die to recover.
Okay.
And that is where we're gonna pick up now. All right. So let's go back to. Sorry, that was a little scatterbrained. I need to start writing down my recaps, I think, so they're a little more. Yeah. My point. Anyway.
So I apologize in advance. I should have told you this earlier, but I'll tell you on stream. I am technically on call right now, so Mozzarella might have to be autopiloted.
If
while
that
I
is the
respond
case,
to-
if that's the case, that's fine. I can take over for you.
Okay. Yeah, I just I don't have to go anywhere. I just will have to answer questions.
Okay.
So
Not a problem. All right. So here we are, back at the temple. You basically grabbed everything you needed. You're heading out. Where are we going to go? Oh, and the one thing I forgot to mention, the new Baron, the last of his line, Freddy de Fortemps, was gathering up what remained of the troops and the people in Sternshield, getting the messages out to both Lakeside and Fallhaven, the remaining 2 towns in Sternshield, and basically urging everyone to move to the gate that separates Sternshield from the Wild Plains to the west, a land full of barbarians.
Well, I'm afraid that if we leave Sternshield, we lose our glow buns forever. But also, Deadam is a nightmare hellscape right now.
I mean,
You still have your glow bun. You don't have a pig in this, horse in this. I don't know the saying. You know what I'm saying.
Pig in this horse race.
The pig in this horse race.
Horse in this race.
here's my thought. How good are glow buns at tracking other glow buns?
Only one way to find out.
Because my thought is that if Trash Can track them, it might be easier to find them.
I mean, they got those antennas. What are the
Yeah.
antennas for?
If not for tracking, why look like that?
I like this idea. I'm excited to be a part of it.
I'm good if we want to go and look for y'all's glow buns. Because I feel like they're important. They're part of the family.
What's the
I would
concept?
like Harold back.
Yeah, Pecorino is afraid and lost.
Poor little cheese bunny.
All right, what are you doing?
What's the consensus, Potter?
Oh yeah, I said hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay, I hear you now. I didn't hear you before.
I said yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Let's do it.
let me clarify there. I know you're going to try to find them, but what is your plan? Like,
Send the dragon.
all right.
Well,
I was just gonna.
I could.
Go ahead, Motion.
Well, if Trash can like do some super senses, I can talk to Trash Can. I just realized I can talk to the glow buns.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You better practice your trash can voice, Jesse.
I like to think he sounds a little bit like Danny DeVito, if that helps.
That's how I imagine him sounding.
Charlie.
I'm the trash man. Anyway, we know the last place that we left them was in Yorgiv's care. So maybe the best place to start is by his store?
In the nightmare hellscape.
Yeah.
Maybe before we go anywhere, we just like have Maddie ask Trash Can if he's picking up anything on his Globun radar.
I hope you practiced in these 2 minutes, Jesse.
Because I don't want to go to the nightmare hellscape for no reason. But I will go there for Pecorino.
That's fair.
Jesse's like, this voice or this voice?
Jesse's like, okay, will this voice get me canceled?
He's about to be a chipmunk.
I'm just trying to think of which one is going to get me the best comments on YouTube. Like, what are people going to get the most angry about?
The most woke voice ever.
Yeah.
I think I might do the most sleep voice ever.
You should just start having you should have Darce Globun just start sounding like, yeah, you know, it's me. I'm here. We'll be back. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, the other Globuns are
right.
not as good as me. I'm the
So,
best Globun there is.
I'm the best Globun in all Globuns.
What,
Yes, there's no one better than me.
my
what if
God.
the Globun was John Malkovich?
That would make me very
I will
happy.
leave the
Can I hold
voice
trash can?
up to you, Jesse. Yes, I will hand you Trash Can to speak with.
Trash can. Do you know where the glow buns are?
So Trash Can is going to. I don't have a voice for this.
It's okay.
Trash Can is going to say back to you in his best Danny DeVito voice that he doesn't really know any better than you do where they are. So, Motion, as a druid, roll a nature check for me.
Sure. As soon as I remember how to play this game.
Oh, that's okay.
That's
I
a
don't
good
need-
reminder that I should open my character sheet.
It would be helpful.
Hey. 23.
All right. Did you roll it in the thing? Because I didn't see the dice come up.
I did. I rolled a
I
20.
saw it in the thing. So I went, oh.
I believe it. I just wanted to.
23,
I'm
nat
just
20.
asking because I didn't see the dice. So
Oh,
make
I
sure the
don't see
dice
it at
are
all.
working.
The last thing I see was my short rest.
Yeah, I don't
saw
see it at
Maddie
all.
roll it.
I believe you. I'm
I
just
guess-
saying. Wait, my game still says pause. Does it show rolls if the game is paused?
Yes.
Are you guys in the little bubbles up top where it says chat messages?
Yes.
Yeah.
It shows it in the chat. I just didn't see
scroll
the
down?
dice.
Make sure you
Yeah,
not scroll.
I'm all the way scrolled down.
Me too.
Yeah,
that's
I
weird.
saw my dice.
I see it. I see the nat 20, so.
But did you see the dice? Like the
Yes.
actual yellow?
I saw it pop up the top of the screen.
Okay.
Hang on, let me roll something real quick and ignore this, but I want to see if it shows up for me.
It's showing up on my screen.
Yeah, that
See,
doesn't
this
show
is
up for me.
this is interesting because it pops up at the top with like the little one next to chat messages, like there is something there, but nothing actually pops up.
That's weird.
Maybe it's
I
me.
am seeing
I'm gonna
yellow
refresh.
dice right now.
Me too. I'm a
I saw the
refresh.
dice.
But I did just log back in because I guess I accidentally closed the thing. So maybe.
Now I can see Maddie's.
Ah, yes. Refreshing helps.
It's like we turned it off and on again.
All right. Where is dice?
Bum, 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 ba-dum.
I'm just vibing to this Final Fantasy X music.
Right?
I
It's
don't
so
hear
good.
any music.
It is good.
I think it's the the temple music or
All right,
whatever
I'm gonna
from
work
those
on this in a
games.
minute.
I do love Final Fantasy music.
Oh yeah.
So
All of it is good.
What's the music coming through? Because I'm not hearing any.
Kenku.
Oh, there we go. Somehow I muted it.
unbelievable.
That's weird. I don't remember muting it.
Maddie, I don't see your dice roll. So what did you get?
20.
I
It was
got
a nat.
23.
and then it was a 23.
Okay.
It was a nat 20,
So you get the sense with your, druidicness, you have a good understanding of, the way that the glow buns kind of work. The antenna that they have in their head just kind of gives them a general extra sense in the complete darkness that they normally live in, helping them kind of smell. Yeah, druidicness whirl. It's
That's a
a
good
word.
word.
Look it up. They get a general sense of like where their food is because they can sort of smell and taste through it, kind of like another animal that does that. It escapes my mind right now. Yeah, like a shark. There you go. I think snakes can do that like a snake does with their tongue.
Okay.
So that's what the antennas are for. So they don't have like any kind of radar that tells them where other glow buns are. But
Well,
you do
It
know
was a
that the
good
last
try.
place
I
they
hand
were was
trash can
yeah.
back to Micah. He doesn't know.
Okay.
The antenna just lets him know where food is.
Maybe
Well-
if
Well, hold on. Give me trash can back. Trash can.
Okay. You could take him. So
what if
Do
we
you
try
sense
to
any of
adjust?
your food near here? Any of those mushrooms?
I'm sitting here talking and my
Hang on.
mic is muted.
That sounds right.
But yeah,
Use my really old dice. He
Awesome.
does not get the sense that there are any other mushrooms around you.
well, that's good to know, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
maybe somebody took them out then. Not like dead, but like out of this town, you know?
We're not
Now I
in
hand
town right
trash
now,
can
are we?
back
Definitely
to
dead.
Micah.
we could you ask Trash Can if we went back to Yorgiv's shop, if Trash Can would be able to show us where Glow Bunny is, like where Trash Can would hide if Trash Can had to hide, because I assume they would all have similar instincts.
That's true.
I look
Maybe
at
there's a
trash can
storeroom we
and wait for an
overlooked?
answer.
Say that again.
Can trash
So-
can show us where other glow buns might hide in the shop?
Yes. If he's at the shop, he can show you that.
We just have to get to the shop first.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Maybe.
Let's go talk to the big, is it Menry his name is? The big dragon outside?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he can do a sniff and get their scent, and maybe if he gets a scent, we can go on that track. Because I'm sure they're going to smell somewhat similar to each other.
Should we give him trash can to sniff and then send him to town?
Yep.
Sniff this. Just shove Trash Can up his nose.
Just right up there.
Don't bite it, just sniff it.
All right. Well, I walk with trash can out to Menry, and I inform Menry that he cannot eat this. But I ask him if he can pick up the scent,
Friend,
not Micah's
food.
scent, the glow bun scent. And fly out to Dedham and
All right.
see if he smells them.
So he probably could, but not from here, obviously.
No,
But
but
we-
if you can get an idea of
Can
what
he
they smell like.
go on his own
yes.
little adventure?
Yes. All right. So you guys head out towards Dedham. He would have to be on the ground to be able to smell that. For the record.
Is it
Can-
safe to assume that the army has left Dedham since they were on the move?
Probably not.
No. I would say that you guys should do another like sweep to see what the conditions around your gift shop looks like, and to see if you can see a safe point of entry for us where we could sneak into the nightmare hellscape.
Okay,
Okay.
so maybe if
Well, I mean, it's
I'm
been like 2 days now, right? Sorry.
It's been a
if I'm
day.
sleeping on Menry, maybe I should go do a little scouty mission above
Yeah,
the town.
you are a ranger.
It's true.
Then it wasn't it said Menrick can carry both you and Maddie?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I mean, do I have to? I don't have to.
Strength in numbers, just in case.
No, I mean if you don't want to go, because I'm just going to look at what the situation is around Yorgiv's shop, right?
Yeah, and see if there's like if you can see like, oh, maybe if we come up from the south, if we have a better chance of sneaking in, type scenario.
Okay. So I won't plan on landing. I'll just do a little sweep from above and then come back. That's so many dice.
What is happening?
What is happening?
I don't
I
know.
roll 435.
Oh my gosh, 10 D100s.
That's a very good question.
It was Mwanza.
Yep. You guys keep talking. I'll fix.
I'll just go with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Just in case we do find the buns, then I can put them under my hat and keep them safe.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Jesse, quick question.
Yes.
Could we
What the fuck?
Baldur's Gate 3 speak with animals and make it last until the end of or to your next long rest instead of 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'm just gonna be out here talking everything.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. That's gonna be Maddie.
Maddie just wants to be friends with everybody.
It would kind of suck, like you in the middle of having a conversation, all of a sudden just cuts off on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. That makes sense.
Okay. Well, I'd say that me and Mwanza are just and our ghost friends are
Grimbeard.
Grimbeard. And don't we still own it? Yeah. No, Grimbeard's not a ghost anymore. Now he's a rickety skeleton.
We're probably
Yes.
gonna help him suit up to be a bit more covered up and not be what he looks like.
Yeah, we're gonna find him some meat, right?
Well, he has some meat. We gotta
Gonna
give
get him a
some
meat
armor
suit.
that covers him head to toe.
Well, I thought he didn't have any meat. I thought he was just bones.
Yeah, but to find a meat, we gotta find like a fresher body.
Yeah. Yes, the meat.
Like Arby's.
Bum 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 bum.
Marby's.
Wait,
I was kind of
That-
hoping he'd be able to.
that
just,
was farmers.
animate and suit up
Yeah,
armor on his
it
own. Right.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's head out towards Deadham cautiously. I would say, maybe not at a very fast pace.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think me and Maddie fly ahead. And you guys just take a casual stroll.
All right. So you guys head over to Deadham. Let me get that.
I forget if we went over this, but if we made a complete suit of armor that was like like a head to toe, would Grimbeard be able to like?
We
overtake
did.
that.
We did talk about a full metal alchemist
Okay.
situation, and
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
answer
then, yeah,
was
we had to
yes.
Get, like an actual golem or something for him, a golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
He-
I forgot about that.
Weren't we gonna maybe potentially? I guess we could do that before we meet up with the people.
No, that's a whole adventure unto its own.
Yeah, because we were gonna go into back into the mines of Moria, which I don't actually remember what they're called. to see if we could find a golem there. A golem.
Yeah, that would be a whole separate thing.
Yeah.
For now, we don't have that time. The act will not wait, unlike in Baldur's Gate 3.
Is it possible for us to make, and this is just me not knowing the magic rules in the universe, is it possible for us to make a golem? Like, could Maddie mold Earth into the shape of a golem and then he could possess that? Is that within D&D?
I
That
think
that
would probably need the proper runes, right?
yeah, you would need some. You'd have to construct. There is an Earth Golem, but it takes a lot to construct one.
Okay. So that's an option in the future if we can't find a armor golem.
Yes. There are actually several different types of golems you can get. There's like a clay golem, like a flesh golem. There's iron golem. Anyway, okay. So you guys head over, and you. So it is Micah and Maddie that are heading there on Menry, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're flying in, and you see the first thing you notice is that, of course, all the lights are still out, and this is during the day. I don't have a day scene for this, but you're here during the day, and you can tell that the horde of undead is still here, and they're actually kind of building it up. There are additional walls built around the town out of different things like rocks, and you can even see like there's some bones and bodies built into the walls. They've dug up a lot of the graveyard area, and they've used that as like extra stuff to build these walls out. The walls that were there that they were using to kind of fence off their farms are all kind of taken down. They're disassembling some of the buildings. They're basically building this into like a small fortified area.
Okay, so they're like building a base here. They're not planning on leaving.
Yeah, they're definitely building a base here.
That is a problem.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so what does it look like around Yorgiv's shop?
That depends on how close you want to fly to it.
Think. How likely you think it is that they're really gonna look up?
They probably already are if you're anywhere nearby.
I mean, they're zombies, right? How smart are they? Are they zombies? Are they undead?
Well, you're not there, so you don't know.
Okay, are they zombies? Are they undead?
There's zombies, there's skeletons. You know, the zombies to skeleton ratio kind of depends more on how long they've been dead. But there are also ones that you can tell are in charge. They're kind of barking orders in some kind of way. They don't speak.
But a majority of them are just like reanimated corpses.
Oh, they are all reanimated corpses.
All are reanimated.
But some are kind of like, you know, more. You could tell that they're kind of bossing the other ones around.
Okay. How loud is Menry's flying?
You know, average volume for a large flying half dragon, half griffin thing.
Okay. Okay.
Not loud enough that they would hear it from the ground. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but that depends on how close I get to the ground, right?
Correct.
All right, here's my thought, is that if we stay just low enough that we can see, but not so low that they can hear us, like what, maybe 40, 50 feet above the top of a building,
Mm-hmm.
then we can see if anything is around his shop. Maddie, if you're good with that.
I'm good with it. Let's go save the bunnies.
Okay, so about 40 feet above the top of the building to look around it.
Okay. So you fly in closer to the top of the building. I'm just going to hide this real quick while I'm fixing the dice thing. You fly in closer to the top of the building, and as you get in close, I need you both to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oof.
Dexterity saving throw. I have an 18.
All right. Maddie, what did you get?
16.
16. And Menry got a 2. So you guys fly in low to the top of the building, and you just feel this like wrenching out from under you as Menry kind of like jerks to the left, and you look down and you see that Menry has been hit with an arrow. And there are several of the skeletons armed with bows that are re-knocking arrows and looking up at you.
We should fly away.
Yep. Pull up.
We are going to turn
What?
tail and fly.
Okay. So you fly outside of the borders of the town. I'll let you tell me what you're gonna do.
So this arrow came from a group of skeletons or whatever that were very close to the shop.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so we might have to fight our way in. We might have to get everyone together and fight our way in.
I don't know if it was already answered. I might have zoned out, but Menry can't smell anything.
Menry could not smell yet. If you were able to land Menry, he might be able to smell something in the area and follow that smell. But as of right now, no. Not in the air. Like the tracking kind of relies on, you know, being able to follow the scent on things.
How many skeletons were there that were knocking arrows?
There's a lot of skeletons. The ones that were shooting at you specifically, probably about 5 or 10.
Okay. The thought that I was having was that if it was only a couple, we could probably land and take them out ourselves.
5 or 10 sounds a bit rough.
10 against 3 sounds like a little more than I'm willing to take right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is unfair odd for the skeletons.
I feel like Menry firebombing a bunch of skeletons might draw some attention as well.
A little bit.
And I was also a little afraid that he would burn Yorgiv's shop down if he did that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Yorgiv is very worried about it.
I was worried about burning the bunnies inside, but yeah, Yorgiv would probably care.
You know, being dead.
I do have a Maddie related idea, but you guys aren't here, so I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Maddie, do you want to fly back to them and sort of just give them an update that everything is surrounded?
Yeah, can I turn into a bird?
Bird?
Ooh, is this the
Or a
first
drake?
time
Can I
you've
turn
used
into a
this?
drake? Can I turn into a drake?
No.
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 Why?
It has to. I think it's the CR has to be like a quarter of your level.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, can I turn into a bird then? Hold on.
I don't know if you can technically do flying yet.
I said that you could turn into anything like a critter level.
I can't fly until I'm level 8.
Okay, well then.
No birds for you.
I can swim though.
You could be a fish, but that doesn't help up here in the air.
I don't have a problem if you
like-
turn into a small non-combattory bird.
I mean, I have turned into a fly before.
That's what I
You
was
did
going to
turn
say.
into a fly.
Yeah, Jesse said you could turn into like a small bird.
Turn me into a finch. Let's go.
Okay.
I think you should turn into a crow.
What's your plan for being a finch?
I was just gonna fly really fast back.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were trying to be like sneaky in through a window as a finch, that maybe the skeletons wouldn't notice a finch.
I mean, I could, but then we don't have trash can sensing out where the glow bunnies would be hiding or Menry's smelling anything.
That's fair.
Unless, as a finch, I can smell glow bunny.
Maybe when you get inside, if you turn into a rat.
Or can I turn into a glow bunny? Can I turn into a glow bunny?
You can turn into a glow bunny.
Alright, I'm gonna be a finch and go into the shop.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn it into a glow bunny and see if I can sense where they're hiding.
I just want to say, Maddie, that was my Maddie related idea. I'm glad you got there.
It takes a minute. I got like 20 tabs open up top. We gotta sort them out.
While Maddie is doing this, can I just be like a little higher up where maybe they're not looking for me and just kind of circle and wait for her?
Yes.
Or I was gonna say at this
Well,
point, would they be looking in the sky for
They
me?
would be looking in the sky because they attacked you already.
Okay, so I will just hang out around the edge of town with Menry, and we'll just wait and see if we hear Maddie scream.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Never mind. I'm not there. Damn it. Never mind.
I know, there's a lot of stuff I'm thinking. I'm just like,
Maddie, before you do this, do you want me to fly back and get everybody else? Should we wait until the whole party is here to do that?
Can I turn into
Guys,
water
I
bear?
did it. Not to distract
a
from anything.
tardigrade little tiny microscopic thing?
Can I be a flea?
Don't care.
I'm just thinking if I have to like become unseen really quick.
I don't think you could have seen a tardigrade to know how to turn into one. So
Can I
I'm going
be
to
a
say no.
flea?
What?
A flea?
A flea? How about like? Well,
Why
a
not the
fly
fly
is
that you were before?
small, right?
That's fair.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
could say
no, we'll be
fly.
fine. We got this. Let's go.
Okay, I will hang out outside town. I guess if you run into problems, yell.
Flea is fine.
Got you.
Like I was saying, when I think we had briefly discussed this at the beginning of the campaign, it's never come up until now. But anything that's like CR0, like small animal, like a rabbit or a squirrel or a fly, a flea, I guess. I don't care. You can turn into those as many times as you want.
I'm still just gonna yell it out loud and ask you.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, ask me still, but like, don't use a druid shape-shifting slot for that, because I think the idea of a druid being able to turn into like small animals is kind of cool, and I don't think it's game-breaking to say that like you could turn into a squirrel as much as you want.
Cool. much
Anyway,
as
I
I
think
want.
you should turn into a mouse.
Just randomly just feel like being a squirrel one day.
yeah. It annoys me that in Baldur's Gate 3 I can't turn into a cat more than twice a day.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah, right? Anyway, so you turn into what?
A fly,
Okay.
and I fly through the window of the shop. And
All right.
then I turn into a glow bun under the table.
Roll a stealth check with advantage. Also, you may
Don't
notice
be suspicious.
that the rolls
don't
now
be-
work.
Don't
Ta-da!
be suspicious.
That's a
don't be
lot of
suspicious.
advantage.
Because one of them was a 1. Got that lucky.
Yeah, I think that was my lucky.
Oh, that was lucky. Okay. So the total is 14. which actually it shows in the bottom right hand corner. Look how good that is. All right. So you get a total of 14. You fly in here, as far as you can tell, undetected, and then hop under a table, turn into a glow bun, roll a survival check. Checks and checks and checks. All right, total of 15. So you are able to not only pick up the trail of the glow buns, you can tell that they're here, and you have a good sense, or actually you hear a commotion coming from upstairs in the area of the room where you had dinner here before. Jorgiv.
I'm gonna go up there and check out the sound.
All right. Hang on while we change scenes. Where did I put that scene? Bum, bum. Please bear with us while we change scenes. Oh, you know where it would probably be is under shops and inns. All right. So you are underneath the table, all the way on the far left with the little candles on it, and you hop underneath the stairs and go up the stairs with your little glow bun little hops up the stairs, and eventually sneak around the top level there and find your way to Jorgiv's kitchen. You find in the kitchen Powder Hero, the blacksmith, and Jorgiv. They are going through what looks like a secret back room that Jorgiv has in this area, and they're packing up like a bag full of different foods and potions, and they're both cloaked, like in dark black cloaks, and also on the table are the glow buns.
Dark black cloaks, like, are the cloaks similar to that cloaked person that I saw leading the army when I visited the first time?
Roll a perception check. Ooh, wow. All right. 23. No, they look like a cloak that they basically just look like they're trying to blend in with the army, but you could tell that they are not dead. They are actually alive.
Okay.
And they're kind of packing up, and they're going to try to make an escape from the town. So they're getting ready to get out of here. You actually overhear them talking about heading south to go to Sternshield Keep, bringing the glow buns, and trying to warn the Baron about the incoming threat.
I'm not sure if I should. No, I wish I didn't do this alone. Can do I hear them talking? Do I hear them saying that the tunnel that they're going into leads directly there?
No.
Okay.
No, they're just talking. Basically, they're making some small talk, but they're trying to be very quiet. So you don't pick up a whole lot. They're not saying a ton. Like, they know their plan.
Okay.
So you catch little bits and pieces of things, but you don't.
Do they seem ready to go? Like, if I, like, in the next 5 minutes?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Can I hop over to the tunnel and be Maddie again?
Yes. Okay. So in the back of the room is a room that they're kind of like gathering supplies from. This is not a tunnel. It's more of just like a small pantry, but it's hidden back behind a like a row of cabinets. So if you want to turn back into Maddie in that area, you are welcome to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So you
would
do
like
that.
to do that.
You turn back into Maddie. Yorgiv, you are behind Powder. And Yorgiv is kind of facing you as he's getting his stuff ready, but he doesn't. Oh, hang on. Let's see. He notices you as you turn back into Maddie. And he looks over and he says, Maddie, I didn't realize you had escaped. Oh, I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
Well, I turned into a glow bun. Well, first I turned into a fly, and then I turned. Anyway, Stern Shield, they're moving out right now. Like, there's nobody. It's destroyed.
What? The Bane's forces have already made it to Stern Shield. And Powder also turns around to take a look at you too, and you, as you're saying this, and he says, "Oh no, I can't believe Bane's already moved that far south. Have they alerted Lakeside and Fallhaven yet?"
I assume so. There were a few people from Lakeside there. It's not exactly that the army got there, but there were some, like, I forget what the worms are called. There were a lot of sinkholes, the burrow stalkers. There were a lot of burrow stalker holes and stuff that seemed to have attacked the town.
Burrow Stalkers attacking
I know.
Stern Shield.
But yeah, they just completely demolished the town.
That doesn't make any sense.
So they evacuated out to, is it the west? I explained that they
Yes.
evacuated to the barbarians. And that going there would be probably not wise.
That's purely suicidal. What were they thinking?
It's the only way that they thought that they could go, because, well, I mean, you can see outside. There's
Oh, well, yes,
quite a
I
bit of
understand
problems.
the danger here, but we need to fight back. We can't possibly. What is Lionel gone insane? Lionel, by the way, is the former Baron who is dead.
He's not alive anymore. His son is taken over.
What?
There were a lot of deaths with the burrow stalker attacks.
Wow, what an oddly unfortunate series of events to happen at the same time.
I just came in to check on the glow buns. I didn't expect to see you here, but I'm not sure that, and I just overheard your plan. I'm just not sure that going where you're going is a good idea, and I wanted to warn you.
Well, I appreciate that. Of course, I've kept the glow buns safe for you. Fortunately, Powder here was able to free me from the sacrifice before I was killed. But how will we escape then?
I have Micah outside with Menry, our Drake, and then we can go get the group, and we were planning on figuring out how to help everybody.
Oh.
Is there any possible way that you can, like, hole up here for a bit? Think that they'll come in and get you?
I don't think we have the time. Our plan, downstairs, underneath the stairwell, I have a secret passage that leads underground. I believe it used to be used for smuggling of some kind. But anyway, it goes underground, and then it actually comes up in a house across the river. So we were going to use that to possibly sneak out of here and
Maybe
head
you can
south.
go there, and then I can let the group know that you're there, and we can try to meet up with you.
Well, we can get out this way, and we can try to make our way to the wall and meet up with you there. I don't know. I think we might just slow you down if you are here on your Drake.
Yeah, Menry can't carry everybody. And I fear that we're gonna alert what's outside even more with more
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about us.
I think you all
I'll take
going
care
through
of
the
the old
tunnel
man.
is your best bet. And I'll just let the group know that the glow buns, you can take the glow buns.
Oh, don't worry. I I plan to keep my promise to you. And then he kind of like ushers them into a bag, which he gently puts over his shoulder, and he's kind of hunched up with his
I give
bag.
Harold a little pat on the head.
He kind of nods at you as he goes into the bag. And as he's kind of putting them in the bag and closing it up, he very gently, he puts on a glove and gently drops in a few of the moon caps that you left with him. And then slings the bag up over his shoulder and starts walking down towards the secret door under the stairs. Powder
Alright,
says to you as they're going out, well, with any luck, we'll meet you on the other side of this.
We'll go as fast as we can, and we'll meet you there.
And he just kind of silently nods at you as he walks out the door.
I am gonna turn back and do a fly and go meet up with Micah and tell her everything.
Okay. So, Micah, you now know everything.
Fantastic. Okay. Good news is glow buns are safe. Yorgiv is alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think we start flying back the direction we came from and meet up with Wanza and Mozzarella.
Sounds
I
good
think
to
you
me.
left out the incredibly handsome blacksmith as well, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Powder is also alive and well and looking fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous.
A little stressed.
A little stressed. but
Fabulous.
It's worse for wear, but
It's fine.
all right.
So I guess we'll fly back and meet up with everybody else and give them all the information.
Okay, so you fly back. Now, the rest of you were staying at the temple, or were you going towards the gate?
I thought she said it's best for us to start heading out. So
Yeah,
they'll
we-
probably see us starting to head down that way towards them if they look for us.
Okay, so you guys, let me see if I can bring up the map. No. All right, so
We used to have a map for us to look at in here.
I did, and that was in the web version. I had to recreate everything. So I will just do this real quick. One sec. This is gonna be an image.
Do do do. Blue skidoo. You can too.
Right. We've got that. Cool. As soon as it lets me show it to you, we can do that. I'm gonna, let's see, can we? Let me
Okay.
show it full screen. I wish it would do that, but. I can only force a downgrade. It's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. So let me move the cameras out of the way. So you guys are up. Okay. Hang on. I don't know why it disappears randomly. You guys are up to the northeast in that little corner just northeast of Dedham. So you have to actually go. You can either go through those mountains, or you can go south, and then you're still going to have to go kind of around Dedham and back down through the West Wind.
Would it be possible to maybe, let's say, Menry flies us 2 or so over at a time.
That's
The
possible.
mountains.
Yep, you can go
So
through the great.
faster than us climbing or even walking around.
Well, I thought Menry could do 2 if the second is Maddie, but 1 if it's
It would
like, it
take
couldn't-
you. It would take you about an hour to ferry over into the Great Stern Shield Wood, from where the temple is.
Am I making it up or can't Wanza fly now?
It's only for like a round of combat,
Oh, okay.
or like one combat.
Gotcha.
So it'll be like 10 minutes of flight, and then I'm done.
So what if one of us punches you in the face to put you into combat, and then you fly up as high as you can, and then
Well, I can activate outside of combat. It's like 10 minutes or something. I can double check how long it is exactly. But
Okay, because then we can just like keep punching you to keep activating
currently
combat.
it's 1 minute for a long rest.
Hmm.
So it's like 10 rounds of combat, I
Mm.
think, is the idea of it.
Gotcha.
So it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I can't change it so this thing stays up. It's very annoying.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
It keeps opening new maps on my tab.
Yeah, every
It
time you
does for
open
me
it, it
too.
opens a new one.
Does it close automatically on yours?
Nope.
No.
No, I had 7 maps open right now.
I am so sorry. So it only automatically closes for the stream view.
What happens if you pop it out?
I can't. So.
Oh.
All right. Well, anyway, knowing that you guys can all see it, so yeah. So, what is your plan here?
So you're saying if from the temple, Henry could get us in like for for blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly that.
All right.
No, for real. Where were you saying we'd end up in the West Wind?
You
No,
would
we
end
can't.
up. Can you see my cursor on the map?
No.
I don't see the map. Oh no, I don't see your cursor on the map now. But you said we end up in the Great Sternwood.
So look on the stream here, right? So you guys are.
I don't see a map on stream.
It'll show up in a second.
And I don't
Got
know if your
that
cursor
No, you can't see my
shows
cursor,
up.
though.
Oh yeah. That 30-second or whatever delay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 seconds
So
later, the
you
map
can
will
go
disappear.
basically just pop over
And
the
it's
top of
gone.
the mountain, and end up in the northeast section of the Great Stern Shield Wood, and then you would have to
Yeah.
go south through the woods from there.
It's probably gonna be just a bit more safer than going past Deadham, which has really earned its name, I realized.
Are there a lot of dead pigs?
There are now.
Oh, poor pigs.
Hang on. Did Maddie and Micah see dead pigs? Like zombie pigs?
Just saw a lot of dead.
A lot of dead stuff. I don't know if any was a pig.
You didn't see any dead pigs or any dead livestock, but there were probably some in the wall.
Okay, well, I'm fine with this plan to go into the Greater Stern Shield Wood. I don't know that that's safe, but it's definitely safer than just traipsing through Deadham.
Can we roll like a knowledge check or something on like what creatures live in there that we might have heard of?
Yeah, it's well. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah,
You
open-
actually, I'm gonna have. Yeah,
Have we met back up with them yet, or no?
What would I roll for that? Nature or?
nature
Assume that we
check.
have.
Roll.
Nature or survival,
I know
and
nothing about the Great Stern Woods.
I'm gonna say this is happening while you guys are investigating. It's gonna be about late afternoon by the time you get back from Deadham.
Okay.
So you guys are kind of plotting how you're going to get out of here. You rolled I can't say 4.
Wait,
So-
am I rolling something?
No, just Monza.
Oh.
So I start
Wanza
telling
and
I've
cheese
never
are
heard
plotting.
anything come out of there.
Yeah,
It's probably peaceful.
I mean, granted, you're only 4, right?
And I work for the guard.
Yeah, but you're only
If
like
something
4 or 5
violent was
years old,
happening
so
in
you
there,
don't
I would've
have,
gotten warnings.
you haven't gone up to that area a whole lot. So you would know that like there's the standard kind of animals that you'd find in the forest, like deer, that kind of thing. There might be some bears. You'd probably run into some bears or like maybe some wolves. There might be some other things up there. You don't know. The Great Stern Shield would.
Declare
What?
in my 4 years on this area that the guard has taken no significant action in that area that I'm aware of.
Cheese, you might know something to the history check.
All right, let me do one real quick here. Oh yeah, history -1. Let's see how this goes.
It's gonna go great.
I know shit.
Fantastic.
You know
I love
that,
how works.
you had a book on the history of Stern Shield at one point, and this section was ripped out.
I thought you were gonna say, but I never learned how to read.
No. Anyway, all right. So at this point, you guys have kind of formulated a plan that you're going to fly. Menry's going to fly you over the mountain here. And I'm going to say it's probably about a half hour per person, like 15 minutes to get over the mountain and land, and then 15 minutes to go back.
Question,
Yes.
Maddie.
Yes.
Henry's lived around this area for a while, I think. Probably, maybe he might be knows of what's in that area.
I can ask him. I don't know if he has, though. He was kind of shackled in a tower.
Yeah, but he was obviously not shackled at some point. He must have been living around this area or something.
Menry is from the area, and I'm going to share the map again so the stream can see this. Menry is from the area around, like, west of Stern Shield Keep. So between the Dark Pine Forest, the Pine Valley Wood, and, like, the other side of that, that valley there, along the North Road.
What are we asking him?
I just if he's ever traveled into the Great Stern Shield Woods. I'm not sure how old he is, but
I ask Menry if he's ever traveled.
Okay, so you guys have returned to the temple at this point, and you've discussed this plan, because that has to happen before you can talk about this.
yeah.
Yes.
I assume. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to clarify that. So Menry knows a good deal about this. They're kind of not a migratory predator, but they have a large area that they kind of hunt in. So Menry, in a primitive way, describes what you know as deer, and wolves, bears, smaller game like, pheasants maybe. I'm trying to think of different things that would be in
Woodland
like
creatures.
your standard like northern European forest creatures. But he also mentions a kind of strange sounding, like a large elk that you're not familiar with, but it kind of emerges from the ground, and he's only seen it once, and he's not comfortable with it.
I too would be uncomfortable if an elk came out of the ground.
Wasn't? Or maybe no, that was the bigger map. Never mind.
All right. Well, I let Mwanza know about all of that. And the magical ground elk.
I nod.
That sounds like it's from Palia.
I have
I think
no
it sounds
idea
like from-
because I have not played Bailey. I've only watched you play it.
I was about to say, it sounds like it's from Valheim.
I think we all went different directions with that description.
And I didn't get it from anywhere. I
get
just
both
made
of
it up.
them. I get both of them. But the Valheim gear is like metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Ecthier?
Yes.
All right, small side story. So back when I first started streaming, I was watching this guy. He was playing Valheim, and I don't remember how I did this, but I tricked him into summoning like 20 Ecthiers at once. It was pretty great.
Oh my god.
Oh, like it?
So I think the entire rest of his stream was him running away from like 20 Ecthiers.
It's a lot of lightning.
It was. It was pretty great though. It was really funny. Anyway, so back to what we were doing.
So we are. What's the consensus? I think it's not a guarantee that we're gonna run into this terrifying elk
Deer
creature. And it is a guarantee that we're gonna run into a lot of undead if we go through Deadham. So I say we take the Menry train.
I agree.
Maddie, Micah?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Makes the most sense to me.
Okay. I say we send Mwanza first. In all seriousness, Mwanza's the strongest, so if there is anything
Yeah.
crazy.
I had an
was gonna say,
idea,
they're
and I
probably
actually put
safest.
the thing as a map, so now we can all see it.
Nice.
As you're like saying I'm the strongest, I just kind of start to flex a little.
All right. He's also the best meat shield, so get up over there.
Then I kind of point over at Maddie. I don't know. I feel like Maddie's been taking more hits lately.
Yeah.
I walk over to Mary.
We're not sending Maddie first.
Absolutely not.
Wait, I got 33 hit points now. I'm
Maddie can turn into a
Okay.
squirrel.
Maddie's our tank. That's what's going on. Is Maddie is our tank.
All right,
Maddie forgets that Maddie's a druid.
You can tank
and
as a
that's the
druid.
issue.
you can. My druid in Baldur's Gate has like 20 AC and 1,000,000 hit points.
Beautiful.
He's unkillable.
Hell yeah.
Also, he kills everyone in the party because I gave him a flail that like gives him a chance to go crazy whenever he hits something.
Nice.
Oops.
Oops. Anyway, so you guys are here now that we have a map. So you are going to hop from there over to there. Well, oh god. You're gonna hop from here where you. I'm gonna make this a little better. Make the hop from there and then hop over to there. The entire trip,
Beautiful.
round trip, is 30 minutes per person. Maddie can go along with anyone else. So you can take 2 people initially and then have 2 come later, or 1 come later and take an hour. Whatever you want to do. You tell me.
Maybe what we should do is send Mwanza and Maddie first. And then like Cheese or I can go, and then
Well,
I think-
I'll bring up the rear.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
real with you. Micah should bring up the real because if things show up, at least she'll have an easier time hiding or sneaking away.
Oh, see, my thought process was I have decent defensive spells and hit points, but
well,
yes.
technically we're in a forest, which is my favorite terrain, so I get advantage on stuff.
Yep, you can bring up the rear.
Okay.
Something happened, at least that you could be a bit more sneaky and hide in the treetop for Menry to swing by and grab you or something.
Can I
Yeah.
can I preemptively hide while everyone's getting carried over, just in case?
Absolutely.
I would like to do that.
Okay. All right. So
Can I? Wait.
Yes.
So wait, Micah's going first.
No, I'm going last.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
okay.
Sounds like you got volunteered to go with me first.
That's fine.
Yeah, Maddie and Wanza, you guys hop on the back of Menry. Menry seems a little bit bogged down by this, but he's able to lift the both of you. And he flies up over the mountain range and down onto the other side. And you see this peaceful, serene mountain landscape. There is like the air in the area is this like bitterly cold, crisp air that's just blasting you in the face as you're flying over the mountain. I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. I think I clicked this, then do this. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. I did it as a.
Oh,
I'm on fire tonight.
I didn't do it as a saving throw.
Here
That's
for
a
it.
Ability check. We want a saving throw.
Watch, we're gonna get in combat, and it's just gonna be ones.
Same.
Ones. Ones
That's
all over the
Mhm.
place.
all right, cool. So both of you, well, literally, both of you are able to get over the mountain, down to the other side, dealing with this cold air. You kind of like pull your cloaks in a little bit more around you and stay warm, or as warm as you can. And you're able to make it down to the other side and find a little safe clearing, right about. That's not the tool I wanted. Hang on. Right about here. And it's, big enough of an area that you can land, you can see the area around you. So the two of you set up like a small little camping area. Not like a camp, I should say, but like something to keep warm while you're waiting for the other two. Menry takes off immediately, flies back over the top of the mountain. Do you guys want to do anything while you are sitting here?
Can I do a short rest and get some?
Yeah, you can do
hit
short
points
rest.
back. Okay.
All right. So you
That's
guys,
it for me.
like I said, you just kind of make this makeshift little area. You find like a log to sit down on, and take a short rest. In the
Quick
meanwhile, Menry flies back over. Oh, sorry, Patter, did you want to say something?
Question: does my sword give off heat when it's drawn?
Good question. Yes, it does.
Cool.
Yeah, you can use it to light fires if you want.
I'll use it. I'll start up a fire with
Alright.
it.
So you just kind of like pile some kindling and then stick the sword in, and it goes, and you have a fire. Two of you are able to keep, somewhat warm while you are sitting there waiting. So Menry
holy
flies back
fire.
over and
Content.
finds Mozzarella and Micah still there waiting. Mozzarella, I'm assuming you're going next.
Yes, sorry, I had to do a dog pass.
Oh, no problem.
Bye, Ezio.
Make sure we don't forget Grimbeard, please.
Oh shit, Grimbeard.
Oh yes,
I kinda see
Grimbeard.
he's part of the
Grimbeard
plan.
can.
But let's not forget him.
I mean, even I forgot Grimbeard because I forgot he's not in you anymore. So Grimbeard can very easily go with either one of you. So while you guys are waiting for Menry to come back, Grimbeard is going to come up and basically talk to Mozzarella and Micah and say, all right, so I'm going to have to go with one of the two of you, if that's okay. I feel like it makes the most sense for me to go with Micah if Mozzarella is going first.
Well, while I somewhat agree with that, Grimbeard, I think since Micah's trying to be sneaky, you're an undead clanking mess of bones and metal armor.
That's true. He's not a ghost anymore.
Well,
Yeah, you can take him.
that's true, but I can just blend in with the other undead.
I mean,
Ooh.
well, I mean, sure. Hang out, and you can go with Micah. Just
Yeah, just
Shamble,
thinking
can
in
you, like,
case,
just shamble a
somebody
little
else
more?
shows up and
Just
Micah's
play
in
dead.
trouble. It might be a little better to have 2 people here than 1 person. But in the meantime, while you're gone, I'll go prop myself up in the middle of the room so it looks like I got beat to death by the rest of you when the other undead came through here.
That's fair.
sure, sounds great.
All right.
And again, just practice your shamble.
Yeah. And then he goes like, "Brr."
Boom, 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 boom.
All right. So he goes back and just kind of props himself up, and he does a pretty good job of looking like a dead guy because he is a dead guy. Mazzarello, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw as you go over the mountain, looking down at this beautiful, picturesque landscape with all of the
Did it roll?
pine trees and the snow.
No,
I
not
don't
that one.
see anything came up.
I did not see a roll.
All right, hang on. Click. Constitutional
focus.
saving through. Normal. It's not doing it.
All right,
Let me reload. Hang on.
okay.
I'm refreshing the page.
I'm gonna do it just because I want to see if it works.
Can I do it, please? Because I don't like that roll.
I didn't even
I
roll
don't see
yet.
the roll.
Oh,
Is it because the game is
What did you
paused?
see?
a 12.
I don't see a 12.
All right, I'm doing it one more time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the 12.
I don't see
I don't
anything.
see anything.
Is it not
That's
showing
weird.
for y'all?
No.
You might have to
No.
refresh because I had to refresh to even see the roll.
Brr, 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 brr. Oh, there we go. I see a 11,
Did
a
you-
12, a 10, and a 22.
Who just rolled that 22? Because that was not me.
That was probably the one Jesse did for you then.
I didn't
I'll
roll
take
one.
it. Well, then I'll take it.
I never got that far. Okay, roll it one more time. We'll go with the 22.
Did you refresh?
I did. I see them all in the chat now. I just want to see if I actually see the roll coming through. Now I see the rolls.
There
okay.
we go. Okay,
Super
25.
weird.
Taking that one.
All right. I'll take the average. So we got 12, 10, 22, 25. We're going to go with like 15 or 17, I guess. Anyway, regardless, you're good.
Pluses to their throws.
So you make it up over the mountain again. You have a little bit of a dominion over the frost magic because you have like your frost knife and everything, and so you are able to weather this a little bit more than somebody else would. And you land on the other side safely in this clearing with Maddie and Mozzarella, Wanza. And-
Wanzarello.
Wanzarello. Wanzarello. All right.
Nice.
So you are
Welcome to the
safe.
I go warm up.
Over.
When I go, you guys have a fire going? Beautiful. I'm gonna go warm up by it. Nothing like a good fire on a cold night, day. It's still day, right? Yeah.
Late afternoon.
Nothing like it's good fire in the cold.
And as you guys are talking, Menry is flying back over. Maddie, after a little bit, you see Menry show back up and land down in front of the temple.
I'm assuming you meant Micah and not Maddie.
Yep, I sure did.
Okay. I guess if he's ready, then me and I'll motion for Grimbeard to come along and we'll hop on his back.
All right. And he kind of shakes off, and like a few bones fall out of his form, and he just picks them up and puts it back. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh, Okay. Perception. Are we technically in the woods, or are we not in the woods right now?
There is a large clearing sloping downward to the left, or I'm sorry, to the right, out in front of this area. So no, you're not.
So not the woods. Okay.
Yes.
Still good.
17.
17.
So as Menry lands and you start to walk out, you notice there is a somewhat imposing looking skeleton kind of shambling up the hill here.
Are you taking pauses or is it cutting out on me?
Cutting out.
There
on
was
you.
a pause.
Okay. Oh, I did take a slight pause there, yeah.
So, how far away is this intimidating skeleton?
So he is about 100 feet away from you coming up the hill. He has seen you. And he unsheaths a sword, points it in your direction, and starts to charge at you.
Can I be fast enough to jump onto Menry and fly away?
You can try.
I would like to try.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
All right. 21.
All right. So you're able to get on to Menry, but as you get on and you're starting to take off, you notice that Grimbeard behind you, a lot of his as he's running up, a lot of the bones start to fall out, and he says, you might need to go on without me. And parts, like, he's just trying to like pick up parts of himself as he's running.
Can I just yell for him to leave the pieces and let's just go?
You can.
Like, we'll
but
find him another body.
he's not close enough that he would make it to you before the skeleton would.
Damn it. Okay. Hold on. Let me look at something real quick. I don't think that would help. My thought was that I have rope trick that I could use for him, but that just puts him in an interdimensional space, which is not helpful. Can he just like uninhabit this skeleton and then just float his way through the mountain?
Maybe. He's not great at being a ghost yet. He's still figuring it out.
I don't want him to die to this skeleton. How intimidating are we talking?
It looks like it looks like one of the kind of head honchos from Deadham. Probably like at least a lieutenant level in Bane's army. It's well armored. It actually has like a glowing blue sword. It's on fire, and he's kind of raised it and is charging at you as you see like blue flame kind of moving out of his face as well. But he's got some like decent looking armor on. He's got a cloak billowing behind him. So he's not like he definitely looks like not someone you want to mess with.
Grimbeard can't die again. He's already dead once. I'm gonna leave him. And I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So Grimbeard, who is kind of like running at you, he's going, go get out of here. I'll figure something out.
I'm gonna yell back to him that I am so sorry as Menry and I take off.
All right. So you and Menry take off, and Grimbeard you see is still down there. As Menry is getting further and further away from Grimbeard, you see the skeleton just like with the sword and slice right through him, and the skeleton that Grimbeard was inhabiting falls to the ground in pieces.
His skeleton fell apart?
Grimbeard's skeleton fell apart.
Okay. Do I see Grimbeard at all from where this skeleton has fallen apart? Like, is his ghost body there?
No.
Shit. Well, you win some, you lose some. I'm gonna keep going.
All right. So you fly up through the mountain, and after take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving.
Total
11.
All right. So, concerned about Grimbeard, not really even paying attention to the environment that you are in, you end up getting a little bit frostbitten from the cold air and take 3 points of damage.
You know, it's what I deserve. It's okay.
All right. So, with that note, you land on the other side and reunite with the rest of the team.
I may have made a mistake, guys.
Where's Grimbeard?
So there was this other skeleton, okay, that was coming up, and it saw us, and it was really close, and it was gonna attack, and Grimbeard told me to go, and I went, and Grimbeard may be gone.
I doubt that.
We'll
find him someplace.
His skeleton kind of went poof, and his ghost body was not there.
But you didn't see his ghost body go poof.
I did not see the ghost body go poof.
I have faith in Grimbeard.
I'm sure he's fine.
That man's spirit is so lively. We'll see him again.
Y'all are taking this a lot better than I thought you would.
I just kind of looked down. It's like, I would assume you'd be honest if you sent his soul to the Lord of Souls, and then we might have issues.
I did not do that. I can promise that.
So I say he'll be fine.
Okay.
He tells me that after having that guy inside me for so long, deep inside me.
So, which stage of grief is denial?
I think that's the first one.
Okay.
I'd say he'll be fine.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's fine.
Look, somehow that alchemist you guys told us lived.
I
thought he was dead.
That's fair.
Look at somehow
guy can
Palpatine
live.
survived.
He somehow lived, without a doubt. Grimbeard lived through or not technically lived, but he lived through an explosion that killed every other dwarf in his town.
He has been through a lot and come out the other side. That is true.
Exactly.
But on, the slight chance that maybe he doesn't come back, I'm sorry I killed our friend.
Well, you didn't kill him. You just didn't make an effort to save him. It's not the same thing.
It's what he would have wanted to happen. I think.
He was yelling at me to leave him.
Yeah.
So
it's okay.
It's
fine.
I got a feeling we'll find him again. He really wanted that golem body. We'll find him again.
I mean,
the time is right.
maybe when the coast is clear, we could fly back over and kick his bones and see what we think.
Mm-hmm.
He was a ghost longer than he was a pile of bones.
It's true. That's true. But we don't know what kind of magic this other skeleton had.
I just clap
He was
my
kind of
hands.
glowy.
Glowy's
Clap
never
my
good.
hands.
Glowy's
Unless
never
you're
good.
Grimbeard.
He had a pretty intimidating look to him. He was glowy. His sword was glowy, I think Jesse said.
His sword was on fire. It was
Oh,
blue.
fire. Yes, it was flaming.
Well, your fire sword just straight up banishes evil. So maybe their fire sword banishes good. Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Here's the thing about the banishing evil. I was slightly more empowered at that time. That's not a normal thing. I was just a bit more empowered. You're not going to see that normally. That was just, a happenstance of the moment.
All right.
Sure.
I just,
it was. That's why I was extra glowy when that happened.
A happenstance that we forgot how the thing worked.
I
Something
hope
that happens later, so. It's been
Grimbeard-
retconned as the goddess was empowering me at that time, making it available.
I will say that Grimbeard knows where we were heading. I hope that we see him again. I am mentally prepared for the fact that we may not. So,
Here's my worry right now. Grimbeard or not, I think he's alive, but he's not what matters. We are what would matter. We are alive, and we have to make our way to the wall.
Yeah, we're the main characters here, all right? Every so often you gotta lose the side character. It's fine.
Rude.
oh, wow. Okay, well.
Lose one, gain two.
We got
I'm
the bunnies
Also,
back.
they're
I'm
alive.
sure-
Yeah. There we go.
I'm sure glad that Grimbeard's spirit is happy to hear that.
He was
All
just
right.
an NPC. Who cares?
Okay, all right.
Grimbeard fully knows that is exactly what Michael would say.
That's true.
My bones
I don't think
tell
he'd be
me-
offended.
My bones
think either way
tell
this
me
goes-
it's fine.
Grimbeard is okay with everything, regardless of if he's okay.
He's
I
fine.
mean, he's
Fine.
dead. He's got to be okay with it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
have a
Men
choice.
dead.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. So now that we're on this side of the mountain, what are we doing?
Going
Well,
south.
do we want to take a rest so that
Oh god, can we please take a long rest? So I can get my other 22 hit points back.
And maybe
Um.
a break really quick.
Yes, perfect timing, actually. So we're gonna take a quick break, so we can run to the bathroom and things. So why don't we do Motion and Darth first? Does that work? You good with that?
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine.
Oh, with me.
All right. So Cheese and Pat and I are here. I do have to thank Anonymous for the gifted sub for Sammy. Appreciate that.
Donka Donka?
We will hold down the fort here while you guys run out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll get this. Okay. So, thoughts
Oh my
so
God.
far? Where are we at? What are you guys thinking?
1 second. I can't believe that we lost Grimbeard. I can't believe that I managed to mute before that sneeze.
He'll be fine. Without a doubt, Grimbeard will be fine.
Are we going by comic book rules where, we didn't specifically see him die for sure, so that doesn't mean he's dead?
Yep.
Although
He's a
I'm
ghost.
pretty sure we specifically saw Yorgiv die.
So Yorgiv
According to the DM, we did.
Yorgiv was tied to a pillar that exploded. I didn't
Okay.
say you specifically saw Yorgiv die.
Maybe not on stream.
Okay, maybe I
But we
did.
s-
No, that's fine. But I was like, do we trust him? I think this might be a zombie. Hey, look it. I'm a Star Wars fan. I am all for the creative retcon. Okay. I love it.
So if I did say that he was dead specifically, then that may have been an error on my part. What I meant was that he is, or the pillar that he was on exploded.
What is Darth's VTuber doing right now?
Resurrecting.
Darth must be walking back right now or something.
Yeah.
Walking in front of the camera. Rebooting. Rebooting.
Oh, I'm back. Hello.
Rebooting.
Welcome back.
See, look at that. Darth versus rebooting, that's all. Everyone knows VTubers are AI, so.
Yeah.
Secretly, me and Darth are actually ran off the same computer.
It's true.
I gotta say, if Darth is an AI, we are like, oh, we are so close to a Terminator situation.
I think we are, regardless.
Like Darth's AI is hovering over the fucking nuclear button.
Well, not on that note at all, but Anonymous, thank you for giving another sub to Whirl.
Anonymous note.
Darth GTP. Yes, that's my program.
Darthnet. Self-aware.
All right. So, powder and cheese, if you guys would like to take a quick break.
I
I
will
will
make a
take-
pee.
Yeah, I will do also that.
Okay.
BRB.
All righty. And we will hold down the fort. Well, Darth and I, 'cause, actually, I'm going to take a quick break too. So,
Oh, so just me. Cool.
I
I'm
will wait
here. I'm
until
scarfing
motion
down
gets
an apple
back.
really quick.
Okay, me and
in
motion.
that,
We're
on
good.
that note, motion's back. So I'll be right back.
I realized I have not eaten anything in a while.
I haven't either. I went and got cheese and crackers.
I grabbed cheese and an apple. I don't know why I grabbed an apple being the loudest thing ever. And the most unappealing thing to eat on stream, so I'm gonna come back on my camera, yep.
You gotta go cut it into wedges.
I feel like I didn't have time. I thought about it though, because I bought caramel sauce.
Ooh.
And I was like, how fancy can I get on this little break? And I was like, nah, I gotta go.
My mom has one of those things that like will slice an apple and core it at the same time.
I have one, I just don't know what it is.
It's like the best thing.
Yeah. Because they make them for everything. They have like a mango one and a
Mhm.
melon one. I'm a crunch.
What?
I'm a crunch.
Mm.
So you just you murdered.
I think I murdered Grimbeard and I feel somewhat bad about it.
I do think Grimbeard's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I really did kill him. But the other option was for maybe both of us to die, so
I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out for like a split second. And when I came back, I thought it was Menry about to die. And I was gonna cry.
no. I would have stayed and fought with Menry, but Grimbeard, I wasn't doing it.
Grimbeard, you died once. You can die again. It's fine.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
That first one just didn't take.
Third time's the charm. I don't know.
Darth was just finishing the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Glowy fire sword.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem good.
You know, I will say I did not personally send his soul to the Lord of Souls, but I cannot guarantee that the Lord of Souls does not have it.
Lord of Souls does not have it. Oh. Odds are it's probably, if he's not free, he's not dead, he's with the other guy.
Okay,
Mhm.
back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No comment.
Also, Grimbeard said he'll figure it out, and I trust in Grimbeard.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there. We'll figure out what happened eventually.
I feel like this will be our punishment though, because we like to make light of dark things. Jesse's like, you know what? Grimbeard's
Gonna
gone.
kill your friend.
Yeah, that was not actually. Well, okay. I don't want to lift the curtain too much, so I'm not going to. Anyway,
Okay.
moving on.
What Jesse was
did we-
about to say is he didn't expect Darth to leave Grimbeard behind. I'm like, do you not understand Darth?
No, what he was about to say is that was not planned because he forgot about Grimbeard.
No, it wasn't planned. Okay, so what I was actually going to say was it wasn't planned. I rolled for a random encounter and then that happened.
Mm.
Fantastic. So we took a long rest during this break. Did we decide that?
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick.
So considerations to make. Long rest is going to take you overnight.
Is it nighttime?
It is early evening at this point. It's probably because I said it was late afternoon when you guys first landed, which means it's about an hour after that. So like 5 o'clock ish.
Should we do
And there's
like
random.
guard shifts?
Sorry.
Yeah. We should do guard shifts. I don't remember how to do a long rest. Oh, I found it. Never mind.
I look down at the ground and I kind of start patting my foot. How soft is the ground underneath us?
It's hard.
Frozen. Oh.
You are in an area similar to the one on screen.
How long do what's the like minimum for a long rest? 6 hours?
8. Well, you have to sleep for 6 hours. The minimum time for long rest is usually 8. Also, I haven't done this in a little bit, so I forgot. But shout out, of course, to James RPG Art for the amazing animated scenes that we're using in the stream. So, thank you.
They are very good.
Pretty.
Very good. He has done more and more of them, and I think we're up to almost either at or a little over 250. And somehow, like, almost every time I need one and it's not there, within a few days he'll come out with it. So
Wow.
It's fantastic.
it's
Yeah, this
very.
one's real pretty.
They're all really nice, and they're like so usable for just general purpose stuff that they're great. So anyway, shout out to James RPG Art. Check them out on Patreon for a very reasonable price if you are a DM or a player or anything. I think they're like $2 a month, or you can support per upload, or like you can max it out at like 1 per month if you want. So like $2 and you get all of them. It's amazing. Anyway,
Yeah, I say we do shifts. So each of us sleeps for 6 hours, but has a 2-hour shift. So over the course of the 4 of us, you get 8 hours.
Okay. I would like to rest first. If
Absolutely.
that's okay.
Mozzarella is feeling good. I can take first watch.
okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna do mozzarella and then
Who wants to do
I'll go.
second watch?
I'll go.
okay.
Okay.
So we got mozzarella, Mwanza,
Maddie or Micah?
Maddie, you want third watch or last
No
watch?
wonder why. I can do third. I was like, I'll do second. All right, I won't do second. I'll do third.
Okay.
Were you
I'll
muted?
do last watch.
I was muted. Sorry.
All right. So, Mozzarella, you are first. So the rest of the group goes and gets some sleep. You guys take a little bit of time, have some dinner, set up a decent campsite with some extra shelter. Because right now you basically just have like a campfire and a log. So you set up like a tent, find a little area back towards the foot of the mountain here, and set up a decent campsite. Go ahead and roll me a perception check for your watch.
Perception.
Yes.
All right. All right. 16.
All right. So you sit through your watch, and you hear some out in like the corner or the edge of the woods. Now, I mean, this isn't an exact representation of where we're at. So there are woods around. Imagine like instead of mountains out there, there's woods, right? So in the tree line of the woods, you hear some rustling about an hour into your watch.
Can I cast dancing lights in an attempt to scare anything away?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
You do
since
that?
I can.
Okay. So you cast dancing lights like right at the edge of the tree line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's like lights kind of dancing around the trees. It lights up the area, and you see several small animals, like a couple squirrels, run off as soon as that happens. The rest of your watch goes uneventfully, and
Okay.
you wake up Wanza.
Wanza, I just give him a little shake. It's your turn, buddy. Come on. Come on.
I'm up.
Okay.
All right. So Wanza, what are you doing?
Sitting and watching.
All right. So perched up against a rock, you have your sword drawn or sheathed?
No, I'll have it drawn.
Okay. So you have your sword drawn.
And it's kind of like downwards, and I'm kind of like resting with it between my legs.
Okay. It provides a decent amount of light, so you can see relatively well. Not really too far into the trees, but the area around you with the fire kind of dying down, you can see a little bit. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Boom, 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 boom. Perception check. Wow. Yeah, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
All right. Well, that's better.
There we go.
So the rest of your watch goes pretty uneventfully. You hear some noises, and you can tell that they're basically just, noises of the forest, trees creaking, branches shaking, that kind of thing. And thus ends your watch.
All right. I walk over, I guess it's was it Micah or Maddie?
Maddie's up
It's
next.
I sit there and it was you. I'm sitting there, I'm standing over trying to remember right now. Is it this one or that one? Oh gosh, too many M's. I think it was Maddie. I kind of walk over and go, I guess it's your turn.
I got it. Question. The scene that we're looking at, like, is there like an entrance to like? I don't know if entrance is the word.
So
But, like, is there,
imagine,
like a clear opening of like what would be the entrance to our camp?
yeah. So let's say, this is what your camp looks like. You've got this rock where you've kind of perched some of your gear and equipment. And then off to the right and left go around the rock. And then where the mountain line is in the back over here is where the trees start. So it slopes down a little bit. And then probably about 50 feet out from your campsite is when the trees actually start to pick up.
Oh, Jesse, real quick. Where's Menry during all this?
He's sleeping over by, like, right outside of where you kind of made a tent
So he's
for the group.
pretty much at camp.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, in the direction of that opening. I would like to cast a snare, which creates a nearly invisible 5-foot radius trap.
Okay.
Just to protect.
Okay. Go
So
ahead and
there's
roll
that.
a perception check for your watch.
Nope.
Beautiful.
All right. So as you're sitting there overlooking this area, oh, we gotta fix Nightbot again. I'll do that later. As you're sitting overlooking this area, you see a small rabbit jump out of the forest and then get caught in your snare.
Breakfast. Cool.
Heck
I
yeah.
grab the rabbit and throw it next to the fire for the morning.
All right. and
And
thus
then I wake up
ends
Micah.
your watch.
I let
Now
Micah
we
know that there's a
truly
rabbit
know.
there for breakfast.
Okay, so my watch now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna sit on this rock over here and just watch.
All right. So go ahead and roll a perception check. All right.
There's a 7.
Oh no.
Roll a d12 for me.
Oh, I don't wanna. D12. 7. One more 7 and I win.
Them's the rules.
Don't I get really nervous when you make these faces after I roll? What are you doing to me?
All right. So we have to do a little bit of a something. I'm gonna need a little bit of a suspense of disbelief because I didn't actually make the right thing for this.
Do we
Uh-oh.
have to do a little bit of a something? Because I feel like we could just wash right over it and everyone could wake up and we could move on.
So anyway,
Fantastic.
imagine this is snowy.
Okay.
So we
All
got green
snow all the
snow.
I actually have a snowy map. So actually, give me 1 second. I'm
Okay.
going to. I'm gonna import my snowy map.
You're just adding to the suspense of what did I cause during my watch.
I'm gonna call it snowy map.
I mean, you didn't really cause it.
Yeah, you didn't cause it.
It just happened. And we have to react to it.
Yeah. I do feel a little bad that it seems to be you that, that everything is happening to.
It is me this session. That's okay. Everybody has a session that this happened.
That's true. There we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
I missed the green snow already.
All right, so you guys are over by this area. I don't have a perfect representation of that scene, but we
This
deal.
cave looking thing?
Yeah, that's there. There's
Okay.
no actual cave there.
Okay.
That is your camp. It's a very big tent. So these guys are all over here napping, and you are here.
Okay.
Oh no. I forgot there's so many things in the version, the Forge version, not the Foundry version, that I haven't like brought over yet. So we're gonna just work with this. We're gonna work with what we got. So you feel this like under you.
Uh-huh.
That's it. That's all you're getting
That-
from me.
That's all I get from you. Okay. I would like to wake everybody up.
As you move to wake everybody up, The ground between you and the rest of the group explodes.
What is that?
Oh, another burrow stalker?
That is another burrow stalker. Roll initiative.
God damn it. Okay.
Give me 1 second. I will roll initiative.
Well, but I haven't technically woken them up. Would that thing bursting out wake them up?
It would,
I'm
for
assuming.
sure. Yep.
Okay. Is this classified as woods?
Apparently, I'm rolling everyone's initiative.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You rolled good for me. I'm good.
All right, good. And it's not showing up on the stream again.
I was sitting here trying to figure out how to roll it. Guess I'll accept the 2. That's part of the course for me.
Yeah, sorry, I hit the button. I thought it was just gonna do it for the dude, and it did it for everybody.
Oh, that's how I do it. Okay.
Roll. Oh, I guess mine did roll.
I need some of that sweet hag hair to increase my dexterity.
Micah, you're up. Also,
Me first.
the weird thing about this combat is that nobody has armor on, other than Micah.
I wouldn't have armor on.
You
You can't sleep in your armor.
Who says?
It takes 10 minutes to put your armor on.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't know why I would not be sleeping in my armor.
How can you sleep in armor?
Sitting up.
All right, if you want to be weird and sleep in your armor,
You would be weird.
I don't have armor. It's
Yeah.
just my clothes.
you don't have
so-
any clothes.
You're naked.
Oh, I don't know if you know this about Mozzarella, but like his inspiration, Tobias Funke, he is a never nude. Okay. So at a bare minimum, I've got some jorts on right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you all keep your armor on for this one. Normally, you wouldn't sleep in your armor, but honestly,
Mine's
I would.
just like
out in the
leather.
middle of the woods,
So-
you'd be more
I would
prepared.
believe that Maddie
Also,
and
it's
Monza might
freezing.
actually sleep in their armor.
In the
It's
middle of
freezing.
like in
I
a
would
city,
sleep in
I
my
wouldn't.
coat.
But out in the middle of the woods, I would probably be uncomfortably napping,
All right.
sitting up.
All right, fine. I'll allow it. It seems plausible to me.
Also, like I said, it's very cold. We all had to do a constitution check for how cold it is. I think everybody's fully clothed.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not suggesting anyone wouldn't be fully clothed, but armor normally would be a stretch. Mozzarella would certainly be fully clothed. That was the joke, because you don't wear armor. Anyway, and Micah would probably have armor on, being that you're sitting watching.
Yeah.
Either way, you're first. So, what would you like to do?
Okay. First things first.
I'm the
I am going to hit it with Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna longbow it. $17.
17. If are you gonna move, or are you staying there?
The game is paused.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Well, I'm technically based off of the last map where I said I was gonna be. I'm on top of a rock.
Yeah. So imagine there is a rock there.
So I would plan on staying on top of the rock and shooting down at it because I have the high ground.
That's the rock.
Anakin.
Okay.
So you can move on the rock. The reason I ask is because if you stay there and shoot at it, you're gonna have disadvantage.
What if I stay here and shoot it?
Then you're fine.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here and 17.
Okay. So the 17 is going to hit.
Cool. I'll do damage for that. And why did it do it twice?
Because
I only see once.
I only saw it once. I see 10.
Oh, I
well,
have
it did
twice.
1d8 plus
you're right.
3.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
And then I need damage for my hunter's mark, which is an extra 4. If I want.
All right.
So that's
So
14.
14
and
points of damage.
then, because I get an extra attack, we're gonna hit it with Eldritch.
Okay.
$23. And if the dice would move, I could tell you how much that was.
Eh.
2. It's just a 2.
2 total
So
damage.
16 altogether from everything.
Okay. So take the other 2 out of there. All right. It's still looking okay.
Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. On to Mazzarello.
Okay. I'm gonna move back a bit.
All right. As you do, roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's an 18.
All right. Okay, I'm just trying to find where I put the stats for the monster, so I don't have to just make it up. So you narrowly avoid a globule of like acidic spit that lands right in between where you were and where you are now. So that's going to be right about here.
Was that an attack of opportunity?
It was not, because we don't have those. Anyway,
Huh.
you can go ahead and do your normal thing.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that bad boy with a ray of frost. I was gonna
Okay.
use rhymes, but I'm gonna save rhymes for now.
All right, go ahead. Its AC is 14.
Hit.
All right.
Damage. 8.
8 damage.
De ocho.
If I could click on it, that would be. Oh, right. 'Cause I'm drawing. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Let's see. I'm looking at shield real quick to see if shield would protect me or any of us from. Shield's not even popping up for me in my spells. What? There it is. I don't think it would really help any of us that much. Okay, nope, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the creature itself, and it is going to make 1 attack versus Mwanza. It's actually going to hit, believe it or not. And let's just roll damage from here because
I know my AC isn't up to date on Foundry, but
it should be.
still shows an 18.
Oh, right. I didn't add your new armor. What's the total?
It's just 20.
Okay. He still hit. I think he got a 26. No, 24. All right. So he is going to do his damage. And then, roll a DC 13 strength saving throw. All right, you're good.
Oh,
So you're
nice.
not grappled, but you take 14 points of damage. All right, that is his turn. Maddie, you're up.
I want to move
All right.
that way. And then I'm gonna use Chill Touch.
Okay.
Smack him.
Smack him.
Smack him.
That'll hit.
22.
Oh,
Just a little tap. Just a little slap.
Ow.
A
Okay.
Maddie-sized slap.
So this tiny little hand comes out of the ground and goes across the face of the Ankeg, and it like. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's it. Okay.
All right. Wanza, your chance for revenge. Let's do it.
Oh, I forgot about these
Does Menry get a
sounds.
turn?
What?
Yeah.
Menry,
Oh yeah, Menry.
you can go after Monza.
Yes, we'll do that.
Or spell ends. Hang on. Next time you hit the creature with a weapon attack, the spell ends. Matter right time field impact. Target must strength will be restrained. The venom's a magical larger. That's it. I was just reading something real fast here. Every time like you did something, for some reason the thing keeps like resetting.
Oh, weird.
Me trying to read stuff. All right, I'm just gonna smack it. 23.
All right, so that'll hit.
All right, I'm gonna roll the damage.
Disintegrate it.
Oh, this thing's versatile.
I hope so. I hope so.
That sword?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boom. So 16 damage.
All right. That hurts.
And then I smack it again. Oops, did I just do that twice? Yeah, I did. Whatever. Boom. With a 20. And it's whatever. I can speak. 15 damage.
Oof. Wanza
Alright.
really is our tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So another
And
15
our
damage.
DPS.
Another 15 damage. And what condition is it looking at right now? Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Dead.
Wonderful.
That condition.
In one round of combat.
I love the big dumb sword.
All right. So that is the end of the combat.
All right.
Which is good.
Easy peasy.
Sure glad we took that long rest for Mwanza to lose like 30 hit points.
Right.
Can I like summon up 10 good berries just for Monza to throw back?
You can, but I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you get your hit points back at the end of the rest. So
That's how you want to do it. That's fine.
we're gonna do it that way for now because I think that's how you normally would do it,
You
and
can just
I'm not
house
looking it
rule
up.
that way.
What?
You can just say that's a house rule.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then you're gonna need a long rest from a long rest sometimes. And you could
Yeah, that
end
would
up
be
having a long
obnoxious.
rest from a long rest from a long rest.
All right. So for now,
All right.
I will look it up later, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to work anyway. So we're gonna do it that way. So you finish the rest of your watch. Everything is uneventful. Mwanza, you get your hit points back.
Yep.
So we are good. And we're gonna go back to.
What does this thing smell like?
I would
Um,
imagine death.
Yeah.
Can I
Sure.
can I
Yeah,
get
but like, does it smell? It wasn't dead. It was like a live creature, right?
Yes. So it smells pretty bad. It's internally it has it has a lot of acid. So it smells pretty acrid. Not rotten, but similar smell.
knowing that we're hopefully gonna see Yorgiv again? I'm gonna use a blast from the past, and I'm gonna cut out its. Does it have like snake fangs?
It does.
I'm gonna cut those out and its eyes.
All right.
I'm
And the
literally about
eyes.
to ask you. I was gonna be like, "Do you want the eyes?"
And I'm gonna handle them carefully so I don't get any of the acid on me, and I will stash them to give to Yorgiv if he wants them.
I'm gonna look over at Menry, even though he can't like talk. But I'm gonna actually ask him in Draconic. Just ask him to shake his head, yes or no. Was this the creature you were talking about, or is it something else? The one that lived in this valley?
And to you, he just kind of shakes his head.
Yeah, but is it left or right or up and down?
Left or right, like a no.
Okay. And I nod and say thank you.
And he just kind of bows at you.
Pretty just. This is a outside of D&D thing I want to ask everyone. Do you take shaking of head to mean no and nodding to mean yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to know if we just like
Yes.
teamed up. I
Yes.
told you you were
Look at-
wrong.
we live in, without doxing ourselves, we live in different regions of the country. And when Powder was like, well, did he shake his head up and down or left or right? I was like, do y'all do it differently out there?
No, but sometimes people say shake their head. They do say
Yeah.
shake your head up and down. So
Yeah,
yes
yeah.
normally means up and down, but some people mean that like not as nodding. They'll say shake your head. So I'm like, wait. So I gotta ask because some people are weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jesse.
All right.
He nods no.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna look over to Micah. I'm like, Micah, do you
Uh-huh.
you think you'd be able to track a deer real fast for Menry to eat?
Yeah, I could probably track one.
I don't. What are you rolling, Jesse?
I'm just trying to get the rolling to come up on the stream again.
Oh, okay.
Ignore me.
You scared me.
Sorry.
Knowing Micah as a master of the woods, I figured Micah could quickly find game for Henry. Even if she rides his back, but she might not want
Is-
to be up there when he starts eating.
Is Menry hungry?
Probably. I think it's been a minute.
I look over at Menry and ask him with Draconic, are you hungry?
Well, you know what? We do have that rabbit that I caught because we do have a bagel of
I don't
holdings.
think
We could
that's-
eat bagels, and he can
Well,
eat the.
I don't
Yeah.
think the rabbit's going to be enough for him, though. That's why I'm
It's like
saying
a little
deer.
snack, though.
Here's,
Still better
here's
than
the
nothing.
thing. If I'm tracking
DM404.
deer, do we want me to track just like a regular deer, or do we want me to try to track the special elk that comes out of the ground?
I mean, if he's a special magical elf.
I mean, I know Christmas is right ahead, but
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. I was at the hardware store and they have a whole Christmas section. I'm real mad about it. It's bigger than the Halloween section.
I hate that. Let Halloween
it.
be its thing.
Hate it. Absolutely. It's not even October yet.
look, Christmas
Anyways.
won't even pass, and you're going to start seeing Valentine's Day stuff. And then Valentine's Day won't even pass, and Easter's like 3 months away, and you start seeing Easter stuff. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but nothing comes out as early as Christmas comes out. Christmas usurps all other. We have 2 holidays
I
between
think
now and
Easter stuff pops up
Christmas.
Too much.
Ugh.
Oh gosh,
Easter
Beefy's
trumps-
Christmas tree is already up.
But is that because it never came down? Because that's a loophole.
If that was my house, I would have thrown it away.
Just
All right.
lit it on fire. And...
All right, so I'm going to look at Menry and go, do you want us to track the magical deer for you? Tap your foot once. If you want a normal deer, tap your foot twice.
Wait, are we offering the magical deer to Menry as
I
food?
don't think Menry wants
Yeah,
to
I
eat the
didn't-
magical deer.
I am.
I think this is a decision between us if we want to hunt down the magic deer. I could
I'm
probably
just
find a
worried about
regular
feeding
deer on the
Menry.
way.
I don't think we need to hunt the magic deer right now. We got a whole dead army, and then we got the glow buns in a shack, and
I just want to make sure Menry has a full belly.
Also,
I
if
don't think
there's
Menry
a
needs to eat the magic deer though.
if there's a
Probably make him
ancient
Power him.
ancient magical elk, I don't want to be the one that kills it unless it gives us no choice.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking Menry eats it. He gets a power up. You know.
I mean,
Listen,
I can look
I'm
for a
saying a
regular
normal
deer.
deer. I'm looking for a normal deer just to fill Menry's belly.
Okay. Let's go with the regular deer. Maybe by killing a deer, we piss off the magic deer, and then we have to kill the magic deer. But I'd rather let the magic deer be the god of this forest and us leave it alone.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
Jesse,
So-
can I find a regular deer?
You can certainly try. Roll a survival check.
Okay.
For some reason, my computer just brought up a thing of best fall foliage.
Mm.
With advantage because we're in a forest, right?
Yes.
That
Well,
did not
technically,
help.
you're not in the forest. You're on the edge of the forest.
Yeah, but should be
Well-
looking in the forest.
Well, you
You
might as
have
well
to go
re-roll at
5
that
feet
point,
into
right?
the forest to get advantage.
You still got your inspiration for tonight too, if you wanted to.
I'm kidding.
We're slowly approaching the end.
Can I walk 5 feet into the forest and roll again?
No. All right. You don't have any luck tracking down a deer right now.
Well, feed him the
Wait,
rabbit.
it's a survival check.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try?
You can try.
I am
And
like
then
the
have
world's
Micah shoot
worst
it?
ranger.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
All right.
What do you
So
mean you don't see the deer? It's right there on the edge of the
It's right there,
forest.
Micah.
I'm like nose to nose with a deer, just
Did
like
you
I don't
get
see
enough
anything.
sleep?
you can't see the deer for the trees.
Exactly.
Micah needs glasses. That's what it is.
Sorry, guys. I was looking for a mirror.
I work with that
Is
guy.
that what the magical elk's name is? Mirror or
No,
milk?
Mirror.
That's milk.
Milk. Oh God. I'm gonna go drink some milk.
Milk.
All right. Anyway. So you managed to find a deer. You track it down. The way that Micah went was there weren't any deer over in that direction, but Maddie, using some of her forest magic, manages to track down a deer, and you are able to kill it and feed it to Menry. Menry is very happy and full.
Did he eat the whole deer?
Yeah, you bring him the deer and he just roasts it and then takes a bite, throws it up in the air, and just chomps it down.
All right.
Menry's a good boy.
I'm gonna make bagels. I'm gonna wake up. Meffrey and be like, "Hey, bud, I think we need some. What are the cinnamon ones? What are those called? Cinnamon.
I was just thinking the cinnamon crunch bagel.
The cinnamon crunch. Can we get
Yeah.
12 cinnamon crunch
Oh,
bagels?
I was thinking cinnamon raisin, but
You guys want some schmear from my sack?
Mhm, mhm.
Yes. Yeah, give us the cream. Cream us.
I can't. Oh, God.
what's the magic word?
What is the word of power for my schmear sack?
We don't need to
Is it-
know.
Is it creamus?
I remember. No, I remember. I remember.
Oh yeah, we
Say
did
it.
come up with one.
I thought it was nosh.
It was Nosh.
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 Okay.
So anyway, yeah, we're all. I'm right with you. So we get the bagel of holding says, of course, and then all of these bagels start spilling out in your hands from the bagel of holding, which you are able to smear with all the smear you get out of the smear sack. Dark GBT has gone rogue.
Dark GPT has been rogue her entire life.
All right. And you have a, delicious breakfast of cinnamon crunch bagels smeared in whatever smear you want to smear them in.
Strawberry smear.
Blueberry.
Yeah, I'm a strawberry schmear for sweet.
All right, we got strawberry and blueberry. You got one more smear of the day, so don't waste it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The
I'll-
smear
I'll
sack can
save-
only can only
I'll save my
smear.
stack for later. Don't worry, guys.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right. Anyway.
So what are we doing? Where are we going?
So at this point, we are on the third day. The armies of Bane, you don't know how far they've moved or what their plans are, but knowing that they are undead and don't need to rest, they're probably moving much quicker than a normal army would. The rest of Stern Shield has been moving to evacuate the barony at the west wall leading out of the valley. So that is where we are at. It will take you at least, let's go back to the map for a second. So you are currently up where I've circled on the map here, behind Wanza. It will take you at least 2 days of travel to get down to here. If I had the drawing thing on. To here, where the gate is. So your path would be, this is the easiest path that you can follow to get over there.
Okay.
Well,
Yep.
I think that's what we got to do.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. So, so you're just heading out that way then? Did you want to do anything else?
I don't have anything, but if y'all do, that's
Are we gonna pass by this water?
You are. You're going to pass through there. So the first day of travel will get you to about here.
So as we pass by that water, I'm going to use shape water to trap some fish in a bubble of water and bring it up to like eye level so Mwanza can pluck the fish out and
Okay.
for us to save and use for food if we need to.
All right.
All
I
right.
just realized that if you wanted to, you could very easily make like dry aged food.
Me?
Just
Yeah.
ripping the water out of it.
Yeah.
We can make jerky real
Fish
fast.
Yeah.
jerky.
Actually, that's what I will do is I'll just turn it into dried fish so
All
that
right.
it'll keep longer.
You dehydrate the fish.
Yeah.
Maddie like looks at her arm and then looks at Mazzarello and gets a little nervous for no reason.
No
All right.
dehydrating Maddie.
She's never seen that before, so that just
While you are traveling, I need all of you to go ahead and make. Or actually, how are you traveling? So this is important because you can travel at different speeds, right? So if you'd like, you can go. You can get to here if you chose to travel fast, but you might be more surprised on the road. Or if you travel at a normal pace, you can get to here.
I think normal pace.
Yeah, I think normal pace. I am of two minds about it because we know that there's a threat and we want to meet up with these people. But I also feel like if we overexert ourselves, we won't be much good to them when we get there, and
Yeah.
would need to rest, which would put us available to them around the same time.
You wouldn't be
Mhm.
like overly exhausted if you pushed it, but you would be less perceptive of any threats on the road.
yeah. But just the
Um,
normal, I think.
I say normal.
Okay. So you travel at a normal speed. Go ahead and roll a perception check for your travels.
Okay.
Perception.
At least one of us could see something, or two of us maybe.
All right.
Maddie
So-
can't do any damage tonight, but she can see everything.
So as you guys start heading out of the forest, before you get to the watery area. Let's just go ahead and use this thingy, shall we? It's going to land on the most ridiculous one. Nope. Okay.
Wolf.
So, as you're getting towards the edge of the forest, you hear the howling of a wolf close to you.
From behind us, in front of us.
Off to your right and slightly behind.
But it hasn't approached us. We just hear it.
Yeah, you know it's there. It doesn't necessarily know that you're there. You don't know that it sees you or anything, but you just hear it kind of nearby.
Can I turn into a wolf and just trail with them?
Sure. All right.
Yeah, I think we just keep moving.
So the rest of the party heads up in front, and this is where you get up towards where the water is. And Maddie shape changes into a... Shape changes? That's a weird word.
Shape changes.
Yeah. So you change into a wolf, and you kind of stay to the back of the party, just trotting along behind everybody. And you get a glimpse of this wolf, kind of a large wolf on top of some rocks looking down at you. And it looks at you and just kind of like watches you go by. It doesn't approach. It doesn't really act. Just kind of like a knowing glance looking down at you, thinking like, okay, this is a group of people traveling with another wolf. I'm going to leave them alone.
Tonight,
All right.
I wave.
since we're near the water, can I toss Wolf Maddie a fish?
Yes.
All right.
Maddie's tail wags embarrassingly.
I'm looking at the stream and I'm like, wow, she is not reacting at all. That's weird.
Sorry.
I forgot it's, like 20 seconds behind.
Delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys start heading down past this row of mountains and you find an area off of the beaten path that would be a good spot to set up camp. I'm going to assume, for the sake of time, that you guys would keep the same...
Pace.
Yeah, the same watch schedule as last time.
Yeah, I think
Works
that's
for
fine.
me.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay a wolf, if that's cool.
Yeah, you could do that.
Cool.
All right. So,
Let me pull up wolf stats just in case.
our first watch was cheese.
Yes.
So you guys set up camp kind of off to the side, not like directly on the road, because obviously we know that the road is dangerous at this point. So cheese, go ahead and roll a perception check, or we'll do perception check. Go ahead and roll a perception check for your watch.
11.
11. All right. So your watch passes pretty much uneventfully. The rustle of wind through the trees, forest animals. You're hearing less of those things now that we're in a more open area, but you hear a little bit of it. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Maybe you munch on a little bit of fish jerky, but you have a pretty uneventful watch. We move on to Mwanza.
All right. I wake up and take watch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your watch perception check.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find here. 12.
Okay. It's a similar thing to cheese. You get through your watch. It gets darker and darker at night. You keep your sword out, watching over the area. It's just very calm and serene. Stark contrast to your past couple days here. But you're good. Your watch is over.
All right. I wake up. We're still doing Maddie this time?
Okay.
Yep.
So the wolf has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing and smell.
You get an advantage.
Sweet.
We're gonna get in the same situation again where Micah.
I sit
I'm gonna
back
screw it up.
and I lean against whatever.
19.
All right. So you on your watch, a similar wolf to the one you saw before. You're not sure if it's the exact same one or not. Comes by, walks by on the road, and it's just not. It stares you down, but not in like a menacing way, just like a mutual watching each other as it walks off back kind of into the forest. But other than that, your watch is uneventful.
Sweet. All right, I go like nuzzle Micah to wake her up.
Okay.
All right.
And Micah, you are up.
God. 10.
All right.
Don't you do it to me, Jesse.
Go ahead and roll a d12.
Oh no.
Oh god damn it.
I'm so sorry, guys.
At this point it's just funny.
9.
Okay. You hear you okay. So you are able to perceive this before you see it. And before it sees you. You hear the slow, methodical clump of a horse coming down the street or the road. Just like a
Okay, so I can only hear it right now, not see it from where I'm at.
correct.
Is there somewhere that I can, like, sneakily peek down the road?
Yes. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
So your campsite is back from the road. The fire is kind of snuffed out. And it would be hard to see directly from the road. It's not impossible. You
I mean,
find...
I do have 90 feet of dark vision.
Yeah. So you kind of... Because it's blocked by terrain, you can't see this. But you sneak up to like a kind of an outcropping. And you get a good view down the road. Go ahead and roll your check. Okay. You can tell that there is a figure riding a horse. The hoofs, face, eyes, like eyes, mouth, nose, and hoofs, and tail and mane are
Head, shoulders, toes.
head, shoulders, knees, toes. They're all burning. There is a slight flicker of fire coming off of the ends of the tail and the mane and the hoofs, like the fur around the hoofs of the horse. And its eyes glow red. And you can see like little belches of fire coming out of its nose as it breathes.
Okay, how much time do I have before they can see us?
Very little.
I would very quickly like to wake everybody up.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
26.
All right. You
Redemption.
float over to the rest of the party, not literally. And you manage to wake everyone up. All of you wake up and hear this. Well, you wake up to Micah very quietly shaking you awake, and you hear this like slow, methodical clumping coming down the road. Just
So are we like really close to the trees off the side of the road?
you're a good ways back. You know, in a slightly sheltered area. like I said, knowing that the roads are dangerous, you would have not been like the picture here, right on the side of the road. You're further
Okay.
back. So it wouldn't
So
be
could-
impossible to see you, but it would be hard.
Could I suggest that we all pull even further back towards the trees to try to hide more?
Question: where's Menry?
Menry is near you, sleeping.
I'd say let's pull back.
Wait,
So we know it's a threat.
I might have
It
an
just
idea.
looks like a threat to me, I think.
Which direction are they coming from? Where we just came from, or from the south?
It's coming from. Let me go back to this handy dandy map. How the hell did I do that? Oh, I found out a cool thing. Okay. Not relevant
So-
right now. So it is coming from. You
The
guys are
west
like
wind?
back down here. It's coming from this direction.
All right.
Okay.
And how many horses was there?
Just the one.
Just
How-
one with one guy on his back.
How far away can I project my duplicate with mirror image?
You tell me.
Oh, I'm reading it, and the description is only in describing combat, and it just says appear in your space.
Range self.
Oh, so it
Oh.
would be just in your 5-foot square.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it! I wanted to like put a mozzarella on the road while we run away.
I mean, I can put a snare down.
I don't think we need to
But-
interact
yeah.
with it if we can hide from it.
That's fair.
Okay.
We can pull back.
Yeah, I'm fine to pull back if we can. I'm happy to pull back if we can.
All right.
I can also deafen it if we need to.
You can do what?
Wait. I could, technically, if we wanted to, do rope trick and put us in an extra dimensional space where it would not see us.
Oh. I don't understand how that works, but it sounds exciting and
Okay,
exotic, and I
It's like a-
like it.
It's like a.
I'll
it's like
read it to
a-
you. I'll read it to you. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from view outside of the space. Attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the space, but those inside can see out of it as if through a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope.
I say we go to the groovy dimension, baby.
You do
gonna,
have
like,
to
I'll
climb
check out.
60 feet into the space.
up to 60 feet. It doesn't have to be 60.
Oh, okay. I misread that.
Yeah.
All right.
I could make it like 2 feet long and we just jump up there.
Yeah, I like this. Would Menry fit in there?
No. It's
Is
just
Menry-
game creatures.
Menry
He's
back?
large.
Is Menry a large creature?
Yes, definitely. If we're riding on him, he's probably a giant, if
Yeah.
anything, right, Jesse?
He's a large creature.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we shoo Menry into the woods and we go into the groovy space.
Yeah, I'm gonna telepathically message Menry in Draconic and tell him that something's coming down the road. You either should take flight to safety or get into the woods. And
Menry
then
kind of
say we're gonna disappear for a bit.
looks down the road, sees the figure, and like slinks back into the woods a little bit.
All right.
All right, cool. We're gonna go into the safe space.
Okay.
Treehouse.
Trip was a thing. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
All
My
of you,
last campaign had it. It's fun.
all of you roll a dexterity check. Athletics
For
check.
climbing into-
Athletics check.
Why? Wait, why?
Climbing the rope.
We're 2 feet.
Yeah, she said she was making it really close to the ground.
I'm only
Well-
3 feet, so
So my understanding of the spell is that it rises the full length of the rope. It
You
says-
touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long, so we can cut a rope and make it shorter real fast.
Okay, so you do that. I missed the part where you said you were going to shorten it, so that's fine. So you're going to make it like 2 feet.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really have to be 2 feet. Just something close enough that we can hop up in there real quick.
Okay. Well, either way, you still have to hop up into the space. So I'm going to say athletics check.
I pick Micah up, I pick everyone up, then I hop up.
We will roll athletics.
Yeah. I'm not going to make it like hard, but you got to roll.
What are we
D&D.
trying to hit? Because if I don't make it, I'd like to use inspiration.
Same.
If I'm assisting them before they go in, would they get like an advantage or anything for that? Being tall and strong, helping them?
Well, you roll and then we'll figure it out.
I'm a wolf. I feel like I should be able to jump 2 feet.
Okay. You all make it into the space with no issue. I'm taking the average roll here. So between 8 and 17, the average is going to be like a 13, and I was looking for like an 8. So you all get into the space, and now the way that you're able to see is basically just straight down, right?
Whatever which way she
Um,
angled the,
It's like looking out a
space.
window. So
Yeah,
she ain't
so
on the
it
side.
says it is a 3 foot by 5 foot window
4
centered
foot
on the
equal
rope.
to the-
So we will only be able to see the ground, unfortunately.
Okay. And you could hear, right?
Yes, as far as
Yeah.
I know, we can hear.
Well,
I don't see anything that says we can't hear.
I don't know what happens because I dropped the dice on the floor.
We're stuck in the groovy dimension forever.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, hey. Okay. Well, that happened. So as you're getting in there, you hear the hoofs of the creature stop, and like as something gets off the horse and starts walking towards where you are. Now the
Oh,
extra
we did pull
dimensional.
the rope into it, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. The extra dimensional space, it is basically invisible, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so it can't actually see you there. But you do hear the crunching of feet as whatever this is walking around the area where you were. It goes over to your campsite. It kind of rustles through your stuff. And it continues to look around in the area. How long does the spell last? Basically just until you cancel it,
hour.
right?
It
1
lasts
hour?
1 hour.
Okay.
Yep.
So this thing continues to look around, and after about 10-15 minutes, it goes back over to its horse and then just kind of continues off in the direction that you were heading.
Okay, I would suggest that we stay in this cube until we don't hear the horse anymore. Since we can't see it right now.
can Wanza see if oh, I guess
Spells can't leave.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to be within 30 feet of him anyways. He's definitely not within 30 feet of me. If he went into the woods.
He didn't go into the woods. He continued down the road.
No, I was
no,
thinking
no.
of Menry.
Yeah, I know. All right. So it's about 15 minutes before you hear the gradual, methodical hoofbeats stop because it's gone too far.
Okay, then I will climb out of the out of the space
All right.
and look for Menry.
As you climb out, you land on the ground and you see that the horse left, but the rider stayed behind, and then he chops your head off.
Jesse.
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesse's like, this was a really cool monster, and I wanted you to fight him. I don't care.
You're gonna fight it.
DMs don't metagame DMs. They metagame.
Anyway, so it's gone. You're safe, as far as you can tell. You go over and you find Menry, bring him back, and the rest of your night passes uneventfully, which is another hour or so.
Cool.
Do we
Nice.
want to finish this trip down the road, or do we want to cut through the forest?
Mm,
It will take you longer to go through the forest.
Yeah, but we don't want to catch up to that guy either if we're moving faster than he is.
yeah, he seems to be kind of slow as fuck.
Undead horses don't run that fast, so.
Maybe we should stick to the edge of the forest instead of following the road. Like, not
Yeah.
go through the forest, but just walk the edge of it so that we would hopefully be able to see him if we catch up to him and just dip through the
Oh.
trees.
Hang
yeah,
on.
if we need to, we can duck into the forest. What?
I'm pretty sure that
Surprise,
you
little
have an
pro stuff.
ability. You have a particular. You're particularly familiar with one type of natural environment, or adept at traveling and surviving in such regions. Choose while traveling for an hour or more in your favorite terrain. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost. Even when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, blah, 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 you remain alert to danger if you're traveling alone. So you could travel at normal speed through the forest, basically.
I feel like that would shorten our time because it's a straight line.
Yeah.
We could go in a
Yeah.
straight line.
So
Okay.
you can go this way, and it will be the same as going this way.
That's my ability,
Let's
isn't it?
go.
That is your
Yes.
ability.
That's kind of why I was saying it. And when I got told no, I'm like, okay. That's why
I forgot I had cool abilities.
I after you said that, Patter, I was like, well, no, obviously this forest is going to take you longer to go through. And then I was like, wait a minute, Ranger. There's a Ranger in here.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's why I
say
was
it.
like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna say it now because I'll forget later, just so everyone is aware and can be like, "Hey, cheese! I have water walk that would allow all of us to walk on water." I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Well,
good
that's
to know.
yeah.
I also made this nifty party token for you guys. I forgot about.
That's cute.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nice. So you march through the woods. If we see a deer, we'll kill it for Menry to eat. Or anything of decent size.
all right.
I mean,
You do find a deer in the woods, and you manage to get that from Menry.
Menry's eating better than we are at this point.
yeah.
I
And
mean, you
more.
could share the deer with Menry.
We can share
It's
the deer.
okay.
We can
I
also
was gonna
get
say.
rabbits. We have fish.
Yeah,
That's
you
true,
got
we do have
you
fish.
got fish jerky. Like there's some
Oh
some
my
good eating going
god!
on
Can
here.
I make locks right now?
Oh my-
I do
Got
like a good
bagels.
lox bagel,
All right,
and
so
we
you
have
guys,
one more schmear available.
yeah, you
I
got
love
3
it.
more schmears. So
A nice dinner locks everything
Oh, are the
bagel with some
spears limited, or
schmear
do they reset after?
what?
after a long rest.
So we got more.
Oh.
spears
Go lox
available.
bagel.
Yeah, it's been a full day. It's now the 4th. So
I use the dried fish to make some locks, and we all have some everything bagels with locks and schmear
Heck yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
deer with a side of deer.
Yeah.
lox and
it's
schmear
Deer
and deer.
chili.
I like the idea of us like holding up the deer at the right distance from Menry to like get the right cook on it, so it's not just char.
hmm
Okay, so you guys head through the forest. Here we go.
Look at how fast we travel.
You're so fast.
Wow.
Fast travel. And then you get here at the end of the 4th of Leaves. As you approach the exit of Sternshield, my mouth is going faster than my clicking. Hang on.
Dan, catch up.
We're
Get
gonna.
good.
Oof.
All right.
Skill issue.
Frankly,
Ooh.
we get to the gate.
Ooh.
There is a large gate that spans the width of a narrow mountain pass. As you approach, you see a large campsite. There are probably hundreds of tents all around the inside of this gatehouse. The wall itself is probably 150 feet wide, large, tall wall. This wall is famous in Sternshield for being the one and only defense keeping Sternshield safe from outside invaders like the barbarians. So everyone is basically gathering here, mustering, getting ready to head out and brave the unforgiving wilderness of the Wild Plains, making plans basically to see, if they want to head north and try to escape the area by sea and head to one of the larger states on the continent, or head, south, try to sneak through the land and just join into one of the southern states, or maybe try to fight them and carve their way through, which probably not very effective. That's kind of suicidal. But, that is where we're at right now. And that's what's going on when you arrive. And that is where we'll pick it up next week when we resume.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a good stopping point.
I
Maddie,
didn't nap
did you stay as
today.
did Maddie stay as a wolf?
Maddie, I don't know. How long does that spell last before it wears off?
It's a transformation. How long do they stay transformed?
I don't know.
That is
I
a
would
good
have
question.
assumed at some point in the midst of our woods walk it would have worn off, but
Well, that
I don't
is-
know.
I feel like out of combat I can stay it.
I think you can.
Did Maddie just enjoy running in the woods as a wolf? And was like, no, I'm enjoying this.
Having a good time.
You stay in B shape, number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
I'm like, where is this? I don't see the ability at all. And then I realized I'm
It's
looking at
just
Micah.
Yeah, it's in underneath wild shape.
Not on Micah's character sheet. It's not.
I'm looking at D&D Beyond.
All right. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Parting thoughts.
I'm sorry for all of the mistakes I have made this session.
You didn't make any
but
mistakes.
Also, look, I'm sorry for all the things that happened on my watch in this session and for what I did to Grimbeard. And you're welcome for rope trick.
Yeah, it like evened
Made up
out.
for
It leveled out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
It did.
We lost a friend, but we gained a rope.
Yeah. Yeah. Look it.
All right.
Maybe we'll find Grimbeard somewhere in the groovy dimension.
One gain two. We lost one, gained two. That's all I'll say.
What's the two?
The alchemist and the blacksmith and the buns. So I guess it's like it lost one, gained five, but still.
That's true.
That's true.
Although we do have to find them again.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I'm
that.
gonna laugh if that rider was actually just them on a horse together and you just didn't see the other one.
It is
I would have-
entirely possible that in my poor sight, I mistook a lantern for flames coming out of the horse.
Or
Yeah.
the rider was Grimbeard.
Or yeah.
We'll never know.
Maybe the horse was Grimbeard.
Maybe Grimbeard was the friends we made along the way.
It's true.
He was a friend we made along the way and then left behind
Along the way.
along the way.
All right. On that note, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us and, hanging out in the stream. Hope everyone had a good time. I'm trying to remember how to use the internet. So bear with me for 1 second.
Lee.
Bear.
Oh my God. How do you do this?
I don't know.
How does the
I don't know,
internet
man.
work? I work in IT.
Oh, goodness.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's probably fine.
It'll figure itself out.
Honestly, I was just trying to figure out where the activity feed was on Twitch because I can't remember how to find that, and I wanted to thank everybody.
Your
Gotta be.
dashboard.
Thank you, everybody.
It's got to be in here somewhere.
I know we had 2 anonymous.
Stream manager on your dashboard.
I'm in Stream Manager, but it doesn't have the activity. Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. Got it. Okay, there we go. So Anonymous gifted 3 subs this evening. So thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for the subs.
Thanks,
For-
Anonymous.
For Attagirl, for Whirl, for Sammy, and Beefy, thank you for resubbing.
Beefy.
Beefy.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoy all of your new fancy emotes that,
They're
I'm
good
a little
emotes.
biased about because I drew them. But yes, I think they're great.
Oh my God, I've been so busy. I forgot about the coin emote that I was working on.
Oh, yeah.
At some
Get
point,
it
I'll
together,
get back to it. I'm
Cheese.
sorry. Work is so busy, and that's usually when I draw.
That's fair.
I wish I could draw at work.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, Nightbite, I'm going to smack you.
On that note, Powder, where can we find you this week?
On X, and tomorrow I'm actually supposed to be doing starting a Baldur's Gate playthrough with a few others, so keep an eye on the X/Twitter for that. One of the people will actually be Gremlin.
I'm not sure what X is, but thank you.
X/Twitter.
All right, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you actually streaming, or are you just going to be on the streams?
I will be joining them.
Okay. Either way, awesome. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Darth, where can we find you this week?
Everywhere on Twitter and Instagram and whatever other social media sites I'm forgetting about because my mind just went blank.
Sky.
Yeah, Blue Sky, all that cool stuff with the same name everywhere. Because I got my life together and made them all the same.
I thought you got like a different name for Blue Sky or something.
Mm,
I think that was me. It wouldn't give me my normal name.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think mine's the same. I don't know. Like, I'm the only Darth Rabbit there, so you'll find me. It's okay.
Speaking of, if anyone doesn't have a Blue Sky code, I have one. So let me know in our Discord if you'd like to join the Discord.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
You should grab that.
moving on to Cheese.
http.bot.
Cheese, what do you got going on this week?
I have nothing going on in the internet world, so but you can occasionally catch me on Stevie's stream, twitch.tv/StevieTheDork, but I am indisposed. But you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, unholy_cheese on Twitter, and then I think just unholy cheese on Blue Sky because they wouldn't accept the underscore.
Unbelievable.
So
Rude.
unbelievable.
Heckin' rude.
But I'll accept it because I ain't giving Elon my state ID or $8 a month just to be on Twitter. So
Yeah, who would do that? Motion, where can we find you this week?
everywhere. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky as Motion Chickness. And I'll be live tomorrow on Twitch at 10 p.m. Eastern for some pew pew games.
Woo!
That'll be it. Pew pew pew.
All right. And you can find me here next Thursday and also on Twitter and Blue Sky. And you can find my horrendously offensive cursors on YouTube if you'd like to go check that out. And with that, I'm going to actually do the raid thing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Who are you
So,
raiding?
we're going to go raid
Friends.
Guild Superior this evening. I don't know anything about them, but Motion said to do it, so I'm doing it.
Looks like they're doing a Lord of the Rings roleplay.
Lord of the Rings
I
roleplay.
think we've
sounds
raided them
amazing.
before.
Oh, yeah,
so-
we did, I think. I
Yeah.
remember them doing the Lord of the Rings thing. Speaking
Yeah.
of the Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria comes out in a month, which is looking pretty cool.
Yes.
So
Heck yeah.
that's all I got about that. I don't know anything about it other than it looks cool, and I'm really
It does look cool.
That's
Here
all I
comes the
got on it
Gamecast.
too.
I'm excited.
All right. Copy those emotes. Let's go say hi to our friends over at Guild Superior. Thank you guys so much for hanging out this evening. We will see you next week for some more Ins and Oddities action. And I have a feeling we're probably going to get into some interesting new mechanics that nobody knows how to use, so I'm glad we didn't do it tonight. Have a great night. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Join the Discord.
Bye.
Join the Discord. Watch YouTube. Diddle dingler. Bye.
Discord.
Discord.